Yes, salon people nobody no get for come for make salon. Nobody no get for come for help with for build salon. If we not build am for we self, if we not help we self. This na Abdul Karim Kagbo. Again, Fambule want for tell una boku thank you una join the program tonight. We don't come with another episode of politics and the economics of salon. So the focus mostly on salon. For the people who already joined for the first time, are based in Canada, and my line of work, the area where I specialize, in economies, to the practice in Canada. And again, I will don't make it clear. Say I get some political understanding of things them from my school days, my secondary school days, till to now. I they follow politics very closely. So and now make we decide for say with politics and the economy. So fumble them as I can always do. I'm not going to waste time. I can open the phone line right away because for me, this program, where they deal with issues them where they affect the average salon person, not to people in way maybe you go say then get team for it, they're able for survive, then get decent job. This now the average where we go say the common salon person. What we mean common, not to disrespect, say you know important, but we just want for emphasize no more say you way it difficult for let you make ends meet. It difficult for let you survive day-to-day living. So now for you mostly we open VOS and for like also them big platform them like the AYV, SLBC, 98.1. Maybe we don't go take your call. You know your voice not go matter. VOS we say voice of salon. This platform now for you, and including the one itself we now highly educated people them we they self they get stake in a salon. So everybody, as long as the criteria are very simple, as long as you are Sierra Leonean, you are a member of the VOS family. So I will encourage you now follow on a call, and as a result, the phone lines them open right away. We not even spend waste time at all. So if you they call from North America, Fambulem, before I set the stage and tell you waiting one for talk about, let I give you the phone numbers them. So the phone numbers them for call. If you did in North America, now toll free, you're not going to pay anything. So when I mean North America, I they talk about US, Canada, and Mexico specifically. So the number for call 1-866-944-7722. 1-866-944-7722. If you're in a UK, where it will be local number for you, you go call +442080891455. So +442089 2080891455. If they call from Australia, I'm a Fambulem, then they will be again a local call for you. You can call +612909843337. +612909843337. So if you they call from Australia, now the number that we for reach we at. If you they call from any other part of the world, including the areas ASF where I don't call, if you know one for join that line day, we get within I can always say one port number, we now the WhatsApp number. And the WhatsApp number for reach we go able to hear voice. And remember, you will get 3 minutes, and you call back. If you call 10 times, you can able get 10 minutes. I mean, you can able get 3 times 10, you will get 30 minutes, half an hour. But hopefully, we're not going to expect for you call 10 times because we want a lot of people call and let we hear from other people as well. And this WhatsApp number, we now the one port number where you can able call any part of the world where you dey, including Sefna Salon. Now 1-343-997-5828. 1-343-997-5828. And we FM station, na Salon, na Freetown specifically, we na FM 91.9. And then Seth can they broadcast and talk about issues them we relevant to the county and we can be very, very important to we all, na Salon. So fumble them again, let I tell una waiting na the topic. So the topic where we want to deal with now a question about the price revision for the toll gates. We get about three of them. One at Hastings, one at Songo, if I understand correctly, but the minister will call them if I miss anyone. And then you get one at Mashaka. So the price of them toll them, they meaning the motorcar them, where motorists them as they go say, where they pass through the routes then they don't increase the price. So we want to talk about what to make we see say this particular issue a very important for talk about now because of the thing where it get for due to Sierra Leoneans them, the impact where it get for get on the average person, that person we forget thing for itself, it tranga. And we know say transportation now something we very, very important. So now that make we want to talk about this. And we go talk about, we go look, I know say beaucoup people that don't talk about because it be a buzz now social media. But as an economist, we can look I go talk about from a different perspective. We look at the pros and the cons, meaning that let we look at the benefit of this toll road versus the cost. So when we put them two them they together, una go hopefully able for answer the question waiting una think. And we go make a poll, I go publish a poll question when at this very question, but the two optional answers then where we go give, we go try for ask if you feel say now positive step we go help with developing the roads or infrastructure in general, or you think more about a sort of concern, the impact where it will get on the daily life of people. People where they use them transports them where they go work, they go school, they go drag, they go do things them where they go need transportation. And we know say the areas then they are very strategic areas then, particularly if you live beyond Hastings, because all them toll road here now Hastings and beyond, where you cross Hastings, because the first one now Hastings. So if you then have Freetown, probably probably if you don't get anything for go do na the side and they go affect you directly. The reason we make I use directly, it go affect you another way because the things the way they come offline, for example, where they can't sell na Freetown, the price where they go put for the thing and they then go factor this increase in the toll because where the motorcar them pay that toll day waiting get for happen then toll and they then get for pass them on to the final person where they buy the thing them where they can't sell. So it go add per the cost. So you with a Freetown, it not go affect you directly because you need to go through the toll. But it go affect you indirectly. Where that indirect way they affect you, it can go a long way. Because at the end of the day, it go affect your bottom line. The money way you go don't put in a corner for other things them. You go get for pull some of that for make sure say you're able to afford. For buy food and all that in day. Again, if some of now go ask, what the NGC do now this now the screen, why you put NGC and then you put the Hastings toll gate? I do this because sadly enough, I want to ask you the question really, NGC still exists? Because I mean, it feels say Dr. Yumke Lab, you don't throw it under the bus, don't kill that party there. So a surprise where I read say they self condemn the increase on this toll gate. So I make adjust number for let people are aware and not to say I dey campaign for them, but an adjust number for really understand. Say, oh my goodness, NGC still they alive. So again, this can be part of the discussion. Somebody will try for call, but I want to finish my thought. Sorry, we are not taking call. Please call back. I will be able to take your call now because yes, I make it clear. I say the phone lines they're open, so please call back. But yes, NGC, then they are the news and they condemn this. So before I go further, fumble them, let me share because myself want for share the program so more people can go come, and especially where it happens. Say me program now late time because 8 o'clock. Yes, for people that within the North America area or region, then go able for watch because now 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But for the people we they even now UK or Europe in general, now late time for them. So I know say beaucoup people can watch the program after the show. That's fine. But the one them way maybe they go work late or they na workplace and all that stuff then they I go encourage you now for let una share and let una watch. Let we talk about this particular issue because I get different angle where I want for take on this issue. Like I say, let we talk about the benefit of this toll and the construction where the Chinese people and they go about and construct and beautify the country. And again, like I say, I go show things them from the minister where they make the case as to why we for encourage more Chinese development in the country, particularly for make we roads them. Because according to the minister, and again, like I say, according to Ram, it's a salon not able for afford for make them on their own. Like the government not get that kind of money for like we go able for do them on we own. So then again, let we talk about that. Let we debate on it. Let we know if really that's not true thing or maybe not the government not able for prioritize for sort of take the roads them, say, okay, well, then go able for do the roads them, and then go cut because of then get for make the roads them, then go cut on other areas them. So we want for also look at that. If really the government without the Chinese, if they're not going to make their roads here. So let me talk about that. And the other, I get other things them way I want to talk about, but this is not the main topic where I want to talk about tonight. The reason again we make specify about this country, we only talk about inflation. Inflation na salon over 50%. We na na Africa in general, salon get the second highest inflation rate beyond Sudan. And Sudan now we all know say then they per war. So aside if you pull that war country of Sudan, so you go say Salon get the highest inflation rate now Africa. And of course, Salon Day, the last time I checked, inside the first 10 of the entire world, the 10 largest inflation rate na the whole world. But I go try for confirm that for see because the inflation rate kind of small. The last time we the published their numbers then I say small because initially in about 54% and now it all reduced to 52%. And another thing where I get for make people understand when we say inflation reduce, it not means say price no they go up. Like from that 54%, now 52%. So still, it means say, when you compare to something where you buy last year, it's right now in February we day. So February 2023, last year, that same thing where you try for go buy, this February 2024, the price don't go up by over 50%. So una look at more over 50%. Let's give una a number. Let's say it cost 100 leons. Okay, it cost you 100 leons last year where you buy in February 2023. So inside 1 year from 100 leons, now it don't cost about 152 leons because now the inflation are 52% from last year. So remember, inside 1 year from 100 leons to 152 leons. So if even inflation rate come down to 40%, so it means you still get for pay 40% more. So like every 100 leons, you get for pay 40% more than what you be paid the same time last year. So again, this na him I want for make una understand that because some thinking the government even where I say government I even include Kuruma in time and stuff. Okay, now this not general. So the government folks them they can now do something with the policy so terrible it caused the inflation for go up and then we count down small and tell una say oh they don't work. So they don't bring inflation can down. But una ask una self, okay, they tell you take power. What's inflation be there? So now then critical questions then I want for let we they ask them. And we forbid don't ask during Kuruma in time, but we'll not be get our privilege day, even though we will still ask them question the day. Because remember, say we President Bill the campaign, it make it clear. It say not to road because again the Kuruma administration they self they brag they don't make the roads them they don't do this they don't do that all infrastructure they don't improve the infrastructure now the country and now from Salon from Freetown sorry you they take less time for go drive go McKinney drive go Connor because they don't make the road so now be the argument that so, but what can happen with all that arguments they we then talk say they don't make the roads them and all that. Waiting people then say then pull that sing to long no go sit down ya angry boku. Una forgive my voice, but una remember that sing day. Say people then concentrate more on the angry. Say angry boku Tolongbo no go sit down there. So even though Tolongbo, the APC administration, they talk about all how to don't make the roads and stuff. So I want to take this particular thing where I did talk so this particular program today. I want to take her from that angle there, where una go able for answer the polling question where we they ask. If una feel say this infrastructure spending where we they embark on. If una feel say that spending they now necessary spending for like the increase the toll, even though thing for it go tranga, but because we want for improve infrastructure in the country, that's good, a positive thing. So the second part of the answer is on a concern. Say yes, this may be positive something. It improve the road system and all that, but it bring hardship to the country because this will continue for make price go up. So where price go up, waiting they happen, hardship the day, especially where price go up, we not see even the people them where they work, then they get that kind of salary where go able cover for the increase where price then they go the way where price then they go up. So now that way they our now look at this whole thing. So I get another thing where I go say it's sort of concerning to una go probably sound like say, oh, now because of Tintianga. But the reason where, in my opinion, I feel say that something where for concern every salon person because of the impact where it will get on the name of the country. So waiting they talk about me fambulem, let us show una I will kind of come back to the main topic, but one other disturbing topic where to me I feel say now something where we all are salon people for address. And this as a matter of fact, now breaking news. Okay, now breaking news, I want to tell Sierra Loaded Boku Tenki for this because again now the number one place that way I can they go for get me sauce. So the breaking news now this person where na salon man So this Salon brother, then arrest him na Ukraine. They fought on the side of the Russian army. So the Ukraine people, the commander, we during that time within the fought, the commander in say where they investigate this man now from Salon. So it talks say Salon Russia, he accuse Russia, say Russia they recruit Sierra Leoneans them for go fight now the war now Ukraine. So the reason we make us say this thing troubling, it they go two ways. It they go say them people here, the government don't even know, but they risk their life for go fet. Now Russia, maybe Russia don't promise them, say they go give them citizenship in addition to the money where they give them. So because of Salon Trianga, them people here, then we brothers here, I don't know if you man and they, but let we say we brothers them, they take the risk. And they know very well say na fet they go fet. But then they hope say before then they na Salon, they leave that deplorable condition where things stronger. So it better for like than go fet now Russia, and if they survive, then believe say then go able for come back home or stay in Russia and make life better for them and then people them. So we don't they see say this not just Salon. This is something where it happen around Africa because we don't they see where people they even take the risk for go through Libya and the other place them by boat for come Europe. And that they cause big risk where boku of them they drown now the sea. So this border where we see, and according to let us show on the write-up, because according to the Ukrainian authority, they say this not something where a one-time thing. This not something where na pattern now, where US don't, Russia don't embark on for recruit people them where they go fet na Ukraine. So I go sort of try for pull that right up there, let I read them for Una, so Una go get a better understanding of the story. Because again, like I say, this not something where, in my own opinion, a very troubling. What to make us say so? We all know, say the world at large condemn Russia for where they invade Ukraine. So I don't know if it gets again this I make them very clear. I don't know if it gets connection with the government. If Russia gets connection with the government, and as a result, the government they do all this for like maybe then go get part of the money and not get any of the information there. But again, like I say, now breaking news, and at that make I want for Brian Cam to salon people their attention and say this thing they go on. And some of them go kind of wonder and say, well, why this will be a major news? Because America self they do yes, that's absolutely true. Because for people them where they follow international news and maybe they follow that news in America, where they say that they go recruit people them from particularly developing countries them like the African countries them for go fight na Iraq or the American wars them. So and people them will then die, then just maybe send some small thing for them people them, or if they survive, they give them citizenship in America, and not just Africa, but I talk about developing countries them, then countries them where people them believe say things then tranga, and as a result of that, then they take the risk. So let's read the write-up for una Fambulem. So Ukraine accuses Russia of recruiting Sierra Leoneans and others for war. So according to this now, it said the defense intelligence of Ukraine has raised concerns about Russia's alleged recruitment of foreign fighters, including citizens of Sierra Leone, to bolster its forces in the ongoing war. So on a see the write up, the first part is self-explanatory. Say did they do this for like probably because Russians they now want for like plenty Russians then die, so they use people in now developing countries, poor countries them for like then go fight the war for them. So it continue for say, according to Henry Yusuf, a representative of the intelligence agency, Russia is targeting individuals from low income countries with promises of quick and easy money, potentially misleading them about the true nature of their deployment. So this I don't explain them. And because of the hardship, and it clear now, yeah, where the Russian intelligence agency representative make it clear, and it make relative sense. Say then go highly able for succeed with this kind of strategy if then go now countries them where the income very low now then countries then they. So and that's exactly they do now. Yeah. So then quote directly from this person, Yusuf, is say we have information that the Russian Federation is actively recruiting residents of countries with low incomes, offering them financial incentives without fully disclosing the nature of the work or the potential risks involved. So Yusuf stated, sorry. So it continued for say the thing continued for say he added that while these offers may appear attractive in countries experiencing economic hardship, actual deployment could involve combat situations, contradicting Russia's promise. So even let me kind of do the devil's advocate now, fumble them. Even if some people even if they tell them clearly say, now what you to go fight, they will still take the risk because of the struggle when it happen in that country day. So this not something where I believe so to plenty of una no go completely surprise una. So it continue for read say this revelation comes, and this not the part where I want to follow una underline. Say not to something with a makeup from this written they write. This revelation comes shortly after the 46th Air Mobile Brigade of Ukraine captured a Russian mercenary identified as a Sierra Leonean national. So, according to them, they are able to identify this with Salon border where I will show in picture just now. So this with Salon border, then capture them, and they're able to identify them. Say, na Sierra Leonean. And clearly, I know say yes, you get black people where they born in Russia, but highly likely not to say not a Russian. So according to them, they're able to identify them, say na mercenary where the Russian military or the Russian government hire them and probably not in one green. It just happens in one green and then catch. But according to the Ukrainian brigade, they say this man, they're able to identify him as Sierra Leonean. And it continues for say, according to the cloud on Twitter, or the cloud on Twitter, the incident occurred in the America direction, and that's not something we don't there for too long ago. On February 10th, when I less than like 5 days ago, 2024, adding to the tensions in the region. The captured individual's identity and the circumstances surrounding his capture remain unclear. Well, this is not the part where Mr. Self kind of surprised. So they don't identify him as Sierra Leonean, so I don't know what they mean by identity unclear and the motive also unclear. But the fact of the matter, we then say, oh, they will identify them as Sierra Leonean, then they to me a major concern in that country. They point to, again, as I say, how a possible say the government not even aware of their we brothers here where they go now Russia for go fed. But for the fact say this highly likely will be the result of the hardship in the country. So that's another angle I want to take. Say if the country really they talk about for help the youth, because this na young man, clearly na young man, if they consider say for help the young people them get jobs and all that, something for them motivate them, say, you know what, let we stay in a salon because we hope say things go better. We hope say we life then go better. Instead of I take the risk for go fet for Russia, now Ukraine or any other side we then go send we and go risk for die. So I don't feel say anybody will get better alternative. Go think for take that risk day. That's not my own opinion. So let me try for conclude the write up. So it continue for say the incident coupled with Yusuf's statement suggests Russia may be seeking cheaper alternatives to domestic mobilization, potentially exploiting vulnerable individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds. So this now the point I they emphasize, we brothers and sisters them, they not get much. They sort of not get hope in the future. So then they take their risk then they. And to me a high risk. And we all know say Russians them Putin they talk about the actual numbers them, but Russians them they don't they die na Ukraine. So for like we Salon brothers and sisters, assuming say woman and safe there along, but I believe say for the most part then go more interested in man them, and that's how they think. So for whatever reason, they can't take we brothers them and for go fed. Then there's something where we definitely for concern. That cause for concern. So he conclude by saying Yusuf emphasized the crucial role of international condemnation towards such recruitment practices. And then Kotanaya say it is vital for governments of affected countries to publicly denounce these activities, even through diplomatic channels, he said. He also quote, their silence could inadvertently contribute to this exploitation. So that's not the side where I say a very troubling. I agree with that assessment, the 100%. Una remember, I begin for tell una say the government, it's possible say the government not know about this. But for the facts now say VOA, Sarah loaded and now VOS don't talk about this. To me, in the next little while, whether in 48 hours or whatever timetable, let the government put a statement outside and condemn this kind of practice. And not only condemning it, therefore push and talk to we Salon brothers and sisters them, particularly the younger one them, because now they will get mind for say they go the egg, because I don't tire with the suffering of the country. For let them go think twice and let the government try for explain to them some of the dangers behind it. Yes, then we will make the money, but the question is, you go able for survive, for enjoy that money there? And if you not survive, probably you people are not going to even see any of that money there. So you ask yourself, it worth the risk? It worth for let you go endanger your life? To me, the answer is absolutely not. So we fumble them. That now another thing we I want for bring to our attention when our breaking news where Ukraine accuse Russia for say that they recruit Sierra Leoneans them and other nationals them for go fight the war in Ukraine. So now Russian strategy that like I tell now, America safe, sadly enough. Then self be don't engage in that kind of strategy there. If at all self, then not they continue for engaging that. We either people in the United States or outside of the United States, then get agencies them where they go recruit people them poor brothers and sisters them now Africa, now the Caribbean, them place them where people are really poor, like people and they suffer. So then go recruit people them and they recruit them. Yes, highly likely then go tell them what they recruit them for. But the incentive where they give them, now in they make plenty of them with brothers here and sisters them, they risk for go fet because then go give them like in the case of US, then they news we don't pick them up. So I go speak to that clearly. Say some of the incentives where they give them, we brothers them, where they go fet work for US, then say if you survive, then they give citizen pathway to citizenship. So when they recruit you right away as permanent resident, green card holder. You get green card right away. So when you come back with your green card, you can able channel through now for become US citizen. So una all know how people in Africa, not just Salon no more, Africa and even beyond Africa, now the Caribbean, I don't know if the Mexicans them go take that risk there. But then developing countries, then probably including Mexico, then they take that risk there. We young folks them, they take that risk there and say, well, if I survive mama, papa, I will become American citizen. And then I go before send for me Pekin, I go send for Una and all that. So where they can explain that. And some of them, for normal letting people them maybe not feel depressed, they can even lie, say, well, this how they deploy me, not to side with danger. Not to side with dangerous, I should say. Danger no they much day. But guess what? If that place then a relatively safer place, why don't I use Americans? So like in the case of Russia, why Russians don't know they? So but because of they don't kill many Russians them in the Russia case, they look now for alternative, just like how they write now the write up. And I agree with that assessment there. Again, I don't know if this is not propaganda, but this person, it clearly to me should say not to Russian. I they assume say born a Russia because if you be black, then born in a Russia, you will considered a Russian citizen. So, but the possibility because if law say now Russian citizen is born in Russia, I doubt if them people in there go just cut out no more and say, oh, na Sierra Leonean. I wonder if they go make up that. And they not accuse the government. Because if at all now something they want to do as a propaganda and stuff, maybe now the government directly they go accuse. They not accuse the government and they even appeal to the government this way. Say it is vital for governments of affected countries to publicly denounce these activities even through diplomatic channels. So that they tell me say they not believe say the government get hands in this. Again, let be fair because I know say but people and quick they don't say oh this government they ship people them for money let them go die and all that. But evidence no they say the government and they at this. So this they tell we no more say the government not for quiet. Where this news don't broke, and as this report them as a breaking news, the government for step up now and make it clear, denounce that. And if we take what Senge do na the United Nations Security Council meeting, it try for condemn Israel over waiting they go on. So if they use that same in that same vein day, then the government can use this news for condemn the activity for where Russia they go recruit young people them, now African countries them, and other developing countries them, for go fight the war. And war where we all know say not to defend Russia, they defend themselves. Now then are the aggressors. Not to them, not the aggressee. Not to them, Ukraine go aggress. Now then go aggress Ukraine. Now then go attack Ukraine. From all the indicators them, all the news that we will know. So for like una go attack another country, and because it be triangle for una win the war, una want for go bring people them from other country for can fight waiting me go say a senseless war for una. So we country, we government need for come out strongly. And also they can use a word way they can say vehemently, strongly for condemn that. And let them not condemn them with any iota of doubt self, like say, oh, if you know this. No, to me, then for condemn them completely. Let them not even make any reservation. Let the waiting I will call unequivocally condemn them, unconditionally condemn them, because not to something we're good for Salon and not good for any developing country. So Fambulem, that now the main talk where I want to talk about that breaking news day. So again, the phone lines they're open. I remind you now of the numbers them for call. I go encourage you now for call the numbers here. We continue for talk. Let I know waiting on a take on this particular headline. Waiting on a think in terms of the impact on Salon, the impact on Africa, the impact on the condemnation against Russia. Because if Russia are able to do this, it will embolden them for continue with this war. And on a member, President Bio repeatedly and other country leaders them don't say the Russia-Ukraine war, they cause part of it, the inflation for go up because that food business, we know say Ukraine, not them, not the highest producers of grain in our food. And then Russia now, they now producer of oil and gas. So then tinende the natural gas and oil as well. So it caused the oil price for go up. And where oil price go up, it mean because that way they turn for make petrol, it means say petrol price they go up. And where petrol price go up, it means say transportation price they go up. So let me take a call and I will come back with a story. My brother or sister, you want to turn down the volume of your set, please?
Hello.
Yes, VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say you call me from, please?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Kago.
You're welcome, brother.
I know say you talk about chain of stuff. One, we talk about toll gate in Sierra Leone before we go to Russia.
Okay, yes. Sure. Go
ahead. Toll gate.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the toll gate. Have you ever seen, me and you in developing country, have you ever seen they make a toll road in any country, there's no alternative road? That makes the whole thing a dumb deal. How stupid the member of parliament and even the government agree on that particular thing. Where is the alternative road? All the countries have lived. When you make a toll gate or a toll road, there must be an alternative road. And unfortunately, the past government, I don't know, one of the best roads in that country at that time, let them go build toll gate road. I'm not saying it not be needed. It was needed. But why? Why not other roads that was needed to be constructed? They go build toll gate and we started paying for it. That road, as far as I'm concerned, before they started rule that task. That rule was fine. It was one of the best rules that Salon. Don't forget about that. We'll come back to this Russia issue, Mr. Kawo, you talk about. Even America, one of the greatest countries. Do you know how many Americans are fighting alongside with Russia? You and I, they are unlimited. I'm not to say we will blow out of proportion because an African, they don't cage one or two Africans. It's about ideology. It might be not a poverty, not physical poverty. An ideology. If you believe in America or Russia, you fight alongside with them. It might be stupid to anybody's side because of poverty. Will blow out of proportion. America, people are fine, but I mean Americans are traveling to Russia to fight alongside with Africa, Russia. So I don't say this should be even among the foreign policy of any country. And I don't say the president of the country has to really address this thing. That's my own opinion. You might think other way. But there's no country in the world. The citizen, one or two citizens, might believe in Russia, not because of poverty or any other means. They want to go fight along with Russia ideology. They think America and Ukraine, they are bullies. That's what they think. And they have right to do it. Why are we blowing out of proportion? It's not only about poverty. We don't even know. Nobody have interviewed the man. And thank God, nobody interviewed, nobody not of say, a system that have been recruited by a state authority. It's an individual. Individual has nothing to do with foreign policy of a country. Yes, sir. I no say Americans have been captured fighting alongside Ukraine. Americans have been captured fighting alongside with Russia. This one, I don't know why you decided to really waste one thing about it. There's more important things where they go on. Okay, I'll call back Mr. Kabo.
No, I just make say you don't pass the 3 minutes, but I want to engage you. Sure. I want to engage you a little bit since we wait for other calls. Them. So, so you say this is not an important issue at all. Now your assessment.
To be fair with you now, why individual?
Well, again, you're waiting.
It not even make out to the extent that a government should not have to address it. That's a stupid thing. It's not a foreign policy of America alone, not a foreign policy of any country. Sierra Leone don't criticize, say, Russia, now invade. That's what we believe in. That's the foreign policy they address. So if they catch Jack and G fighting alongside Russia, it's not the foreign policy of Sierra Leone. If the government has to come in and address it, no.
Okay, let me take another call, but I really want to engage you again. I'm glad in your opinion. Now your opinion. Call back.
The foreign policy.
Call back.
The foreign minister address us say, Russia they invader. They don't invade Ukraine.
Okay. Call back. And then yes, call back. Let me talk more. Let me give other people a chance. Thank you. VOS Network, hello caller, waiting in name inside the call we from. WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Kagbo. Good to be back and good for hear from you. Me and Ahmed, I call from UK.
Wonderful. Thank you so much as always, Brother Ahmed.
Yes, thank you. I just don't follow what you don't display, and this fellow issue 2 days ago, actually, Siang, the display. But like what exactly you explain, there are a couple of things where they make all entire for Oko. We saw this one in UK. We see Ukrainians then we get in country because Russia invade them, they move for go fight. One can understand that. But for us as a poor nation in Sierra Leone, and if it's true captured in Ukraine by any means, probably like you said, might not be the government, it can be take up on itself and stuff. But I just want to differ to this, my brother. I don't understand how some people and think. This all literally cause this kind of poverty for we as a third nation. Because we don't get that kind for African people, for move for one country, for go first. No, we don't get that kind easily. The only time that happened In fact, that was government even signed in some people for go fight in Iraq, like you mentioned. Because we have some people who been go Iraq, who don't go like for go support like auxiliary forces. With the way America and others to in the fights in Iraq, that's happened. But all that one is not good. For make somebody, like a person like this, like you said, the government is for come and make a disclaimer because then can't in there it is sending a bad signal. Let's assume this person from any other country they go capture in Ukraine, so it gets so much implication. So I don't know why this people that they talk say why you want blow on auto proportion and what could be realistic sometimes. I don't understand how people they look at things. They need to think a narrow perspective. This is wrong. We as Sierra will not get this kind of mind for come on your country to go fetch another side. Now, even after the war, mosquitoes and others, them die in a border. But nobody no can either buy them as mercenary for go fetch other country. For instance, you jump in Europe, if now within the African borders, we can understand when the war break up in Sierra Leone, we get some Burkinabe and stuff where they recruit from Liberia in the train, we from can start the war. After that, they left and you brother, they return back. Some of them then die in Sierra Leone, some of them continue for even with the limo soldiers. We can understand because that border side between Tongo, Shebima, Daru, now they mostly been dated limo soldiers from Liberia. Why can you understand that? Because of the porosity of the border, because after the war from Liberia, it spilled to Sierra Leone. But this one, look, the distance from Sierra Leone and capturing in Ukraine, and this is what they talk say, is normal, because now that's in the sea, because by observing what they say, it's like normal. Anybody, no, normal. There is something for concern as Sierra Leoneans. Because but what they cause is all now the same thing. You get for link with government, Mr. Kabu. No matter how we see it, this is poor leadership, is poor governance system. Because we as Sierra we not get that mind, but we all get a stable country with stable government. People can get something, engage young guys. They know they move. What they go come over for say go to camps for go friend die for yourself. It's not possible. It's all boiled down to bad governance system, bad leadership in our country. And the cause of brothers and sent today, even when they go take temple run away, go die for nothing. A lot of people only come all they go there in Lebanon, they will sister, they will go there for go do hard job, all the jobs saying now because of all of this, when government were able to sustain after all no matter how you dodge this one, you get for go down with the leadership, which because poor leadership get bad governance system. And they make today people and they take the risk when they take so for good sire. If the one who go was from outside, so now they cause this, so that's the truth, So obviously, so thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah, thank you for your assessment. We'll take another call. VS Network, hello caller, waiting your name inside the call from. WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. You're on live. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, the call from Holland.
All right. Thank you so much, sister.
Yeah. Concerning this guy where they talk about Russia, blah, blah, blah. Then if they check and good, I don't think they're real Sierra Leonean. That's what me think. If they check a good one, not so we country, we passport, my God have mercy, my God help we. But then they check and good if somebody interview as the open motto in the talk. I don't believe that is Sierra Leonean. I don't know your contribution.
All right, so you even don't steer another issue. Then they self not trouble in development. If we get people, I know saying something we don't hear, but say you get other nationals the way they use Salon passport and yes, so that go even also make a more troubling in my own assessment, saying for like somebody use Salon passport and go fed or even go cause trouble, and they come back.
Yeah, that's for true. That lesson to the one day where they sell, where they give with passport free, to the one day where they in charge of that side.
Okay.
Now listen to them. May they learn for say they know for just because of money, then they sell with passport to foreigners to them. Okay. But then if they check and good with brother, not a real Sierra Leonean.
Possible. All right. Well, thank you very much for your perspective, and we will look into that perspective as well. Let me take another call. Thank you so much for your contribution.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and you say the call from, please.
Yeah, Mr. Carwood, and me again. I hope we should have spent time to discuss about the economies of Sierra Leone. Like we talk about the inflation rate, we say it got reduced by 2%, but I don't know. But let's talk about this Russia. Right? I believe the foreign minister of Sierra Leone, they don't lay down the foreign policy of Sierra Leone towards Ukraine war and Russia. Sierra Leone believes say a Russia now invaded Ukraine. So that means the Saddam policy have been clear. Are they going to come out about to address any issue if now once if Jack and G come on social media and say a cop say, oh, Ukraine is wrong? I believe say the foreign policy of Sweden is clear. And Sweden are big boys in the international war right now. They are sitting in Security Council. You and I listen. The UN Assembly, what the foreign minister or the president said. Everybody knows. Come on, Mr. Kabo. What are we talking about here? Everybody knows that Syrian government does say Russia is a bully and they invaded Ukraine. What else? Maybe Jack and G we have to come and castigate our government because Jack and G have been captured. They have their own. Do you know how many Americans are part of Al-Qaeda movement? Do you know how many Americans are part of Hamas? Do you know how many Americans are part of the terrorist group in
pause your time. I don't know why you're not able to listen to me. Pause your time.
But if you want to pause and then you pause, I will discuss.
Yes, pause okay. Because you say
so that question always say you don't know why I don't listen to you. I'm just on my own time.
No, okay, well, I be just want follow maker interactive. So I pause your time. You say you say something we're very troubling. Very troubling.
Okay,
you say any Jack and Jill cable cutouts no more. So we didn't capture this guy, not just one Sierra Leonean. Then they're very troubling. Very, very troubling. One not big number enough for concern. That person they get life. It can be you. It can be your brother. It can be your sister.
It should not be me because I don't have to believe in. I don't have to believe in that.
My brother, who say you did so?
Ideology. Who say
you did?
No, you did for things I believe in.
And allow you time for role, and then I go pick them up after that. Yeah, allow you time for role. Thank you. Go ahead, please. Continue.
It cannot be me. It cannot be Mr. Kago. It cannot be anybody because you fight for things that you believe in. If your country, which you believe in, majority have voted for that government, they came out with a policy that these people are invaders. They don't invade this particular country. If you choose to go fight along that opposite country, do you know how many Al-Qaeda are Americans? Do you know how many Hamas are Americans? Do you know how many Boko Harams are Americans? Is the American government has to come out and address every Jack and G? I believe say no. I believe say totally no. You might be against me today, but check your record. How many Americans have been captured? They are Al-Qaeda. How many Americans have captured? They are beheading other Americans. So for us to castigate our country in this kind of manner, I feel say it's very troubling, very dishonest. We are not truthful to our country, and we that are behind the mic, we should be talking, setting our country. Our country is not the worst. That's minute. Millions of people are fighting alongside Ukraine. Once you're in a capture, are we going to cast out our country because of that? When our foreign policy is supporting Ukraine, the government came out clearly, not even in between. He's supporting Ukraine. What are we talking about? What else do you want us to do? Every Jack and G came out, say something. Mr. Kago has said something. That's right, is this. So the government can come and address. I feel say the foreign policy, the foreign minister has a lot of things to think about. Not one Sierra that have been captured in Ukraine. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much for your time, and I I sort of respect you take on it because again, this is not democracy. We see things then differently. But that way, where you want to minimize the impact, and according to you, oh, not just one Sierra Leonean, now then I get issue with. Yes, where you say, oh, it not go be Mr. Kagbo. No, it can be Mr. Kagbo. It not necessarily can be say na Ukraine. It can be me na Canada. Something can happen with me where sometimes na advantage this is for me, or sometimes na something we go drag the Sierra Leone because as a Sierra Leonean, any side you go, you're a symbol of the country. You might not be official symbol, but you're a symbol of the country. For the fact say they say na Sierra Leonean, and then they say, oh, it don't make any sense, it not relevant, so the government of for address them. Hey, but me brother, yeah, I don't know when you join the program. I make it very clear, saying the statement not talk about. They not accuse the government, say the government ants they do not accuse the government, but however, the statement make it clear, say it go fine for like any government where aware say the citizen involved for address make a statement. So my brother, you feel say that statement they're not necessary and a Sierra Leonean involved? And in fact, to me, it wasn't necessary for like the government go discourage other people and for do the same. I don't know again when you join the program because I make the case say like then do we don't know how many Sierra Leoneans them involved in this particular program, but for the fact say a Sierra Leonean don't come out, they don't capture them. This not so more or less that Sierra Leonean they now you get for address the people the way they think for be part of this. Let me take more calls them and I go try for move on. VS Network. Hello caller, waiting on your name and who say they call from? WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
Yeah, me Francis. I call from Minnesota.
Yes, brother Francis. Thank you very much for your call. Go ahead, please, with your comment.
Yeah, I can always try for make this clear, and we sometimes when I vex for me. Like Mr. Kagbo, if me the present program, I not get that time for convince somebody for me by me own idea. Say that situation na Ukraine, that man is troubling. That was Elman, like 100% give their own version. You they give your own version. You still irresponsible. Say no, not so. If for troubling, Elman for accept your version. No, that's they make the program boring. If that man don't say no troubling, fine. That other person say troubling. You just watch the flow. Preserve your own thing. If I count my own opinion, not force you on me. Me an adult, I able analyze. Now make I take phone a call. I'll fix me up. But you say one man again, right? For go engage for anything and that. By the time it don't become problematic now, they say a huge number of Sierra Leoneans there. Then probably we go check out for see what in they go on there. But a lot of nationalities then they under. A lot. The Asians then they recruit them plenty, then they go and they go for money. When they talk about Sierra Leone poverty, this, that, maybe you know can fix all of this. People not get nothing under technical agriculture, nothing no day. So Alex F. Madabion commodity deal. Any other government come on, that poverty they get for the Nasalom. Say until we go back to the bush, we go begin the plants what you they eat. Goods and services price get for the up. No government no go can determine the price of nothing under. So get for go up. Because the money then they use for maintain that road day and it not get for fix. Taxes get for go up because they get for the pay people their salaries, they get for the pay teachers. healthcare workers, soldier man, the police, who said that money they come up past the increased taxes? So at the end of the day, prices get for go up now saloon or in Africa, just like how prices they go up now America. We will not they complain safe. We will not get side for complain now. But Sierra Leone as the whole day oversee, we just the talk no more as if we get power for make everything with it. No, but we're gonna read with the talk everything but saloon. I don't really understand. We then America now. One whole kuta, one go buy them days there, the price. I just sign no for complaint, but we all tell we didn't already with the cost of living in a salon. What are we doing? If all man don't come on a upline can dinner fritter, would I get for do farm work for can sell and cheap? This that man they dinner and they know how work, they know how go land nothing. All man dinner fritter they ride Okada. Would I get for go make pepper farm, he can sell and go na cheap? This is the problem. Then we then now with my country, government know they save money now. Other than they work for.
Okay, my brother, you time done. I go
Thank you so much, my brother.
I will address your comment about say me the
you this is what you do. You waste so much time.
Let we not argue because for whatever reason, and I make her say people like you thinking cap, I don't know how you can pull them from. We na VOS, we dey give na 3 minutes. Imagine I establish this platform. I can decide for calm and talk, not take calls them, and selectively read comments them. That's not the textbook definition of me imposing my opinion on people. But I give 3 minutes. I listen to you, and then you say me they impose you my opinion. You just don't give your opinion. When something troubling, yes, again, we get what they call reasonable mind. Okay? So now that reasonable mind are the use. So it don't necessarily mean say, may everybody go think so. But you get a reasonable thinking, a critical thinking. Just like if somebody say, because you particular way call, so you now want Sierra Leonean, your life no matter. I go without any reservation. I go defend you. I go say that particular pronouncement there, it's troubling. So who's one now imposing my idea? So you feel say for Sidonia somebody come and talk any kind way because now so-called democracy, you know, feel say democracy itself get responsibilities. So why not they just talk and stuff? Look what you they say. Look what you they say America do not get side for complaint. Completely false. Completely false. You can even register your dissatisfaction to even your employer by asking for a raise because of inflation and go up. That's not complaint. That's not way for register your dissatisfaction. So una stop for the mix up people them in the name of look how you put her. Oh, we not get for complaint. Oh, you go to that place there and you buy whatever it is and stuff. You know how Americans then they complain also? They kick the government out of office. Where the government not get for do any other way for force itself on people them. Salon, we don't see that. But me brother, una stop then kind here. It completely not good for the country. And then you say me they force people. I make the man make a point. But I tell you, say it top troubling for like say now one person no more. One life, now life way is more important. It's a one life plenty enough. So I just talk about let this not be a trend. And this now one person no more than Cage. We don't know how many of them involved. So before I call, when I listen to the program, okay? I don't tell you repeatedly. I want to continue for calm. I don't care about APC. I don't care about SLPP. I care about every salon life, including mother being life. But as a party, I don't care about them. I don't care about the parties, okay? So there, when I listen, take the sense out of the nonsense where they take. That brother way I shown Russia, I not sabi him. But guess what? That name saying a Sierra Leonean. It trigger me. And I dey try for say, if we're not able for find any way now for maybe like can serve sentence na salon and stuff like that, but let the government do something for discourage other people them we go think about the option. So what's wrong about it? What's imposing my idea on people them for say, oh, you want like I say I not care about that brother day in life? But my brother, the radical way of thinking here, good for the country. Okay, let's continue with calls them. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who side you call we from, please?
Good evening, Mr. Kago.
Yes,
Thank you very much. This is Mans. I call from the US.
Hello, I did do well, Mans. Thank you so much for what you call.
I got small problem for you.
Yes, go ahead, please. I didn't. If I able solve them, I go do them.
The longer I take now the line, the more opportunity I give you for let you just put out me thoughts them. We no fear to me. Honestly,
I'm sorry about that. Okay, I will give the platform now. Go quiet. Let you go ahead.
Nah, no problem. Thank you so much. And I want to say thank you for your courage because you are one person where I don't see on social media the patience where you exercise. I know like you may not get some. And I don't see plenty other people within our social media. They're not getting that kind of patience there. But nonetheless, let's just hit to the point. Firstly, about the toll gate, it's sad. It's sad for various reasons then. One of which, now the initial promise will be get from the present government when they be the campaign, say, nothing where we not even need for pay. So when they come, then go review them. But they not do nothing. What do we see after 5.5 years? We see a ridiculous increase. And not only that the increase where they increase on the toll gates, but what about the ripple effects where that get forget to especially food prices them? People they think about that, people not they think about that. That gets some serious impact. And when you consider the situation where people already defend themselves in the country, forget them kind 200, 300, and up to 300+% increase, especially for the one that will pay 180,000. Now you ask them for pay 700,000 now each toll gate. That's absolutely insane. So if anybody they come, they talk, say, hey, what's in the government go do? The government get role for play. Firstly, the role the government gets for play, where is the alternative routes them, we then create. Now 6 years this they don't do. Even if the last government will be able to create some, now that make we change government. So we'll get a better life. So that outside the other one not able, you will come, you go continue. But that's we not a CM. So no, there is no anybody can try for defend this. I hear the minister they talk say how it creates savings. I mean, I shake me head. That man know waiting at savings. Savings are, it should be they pay 5 now, then second pay 3. That you save 2. But if I be they pay 1 now, you ask me for pay 3. Where is the savings coming from, for heaven's sake? We don't lost remind them in politics just because of waiting. We don't even know waiting na savings and waiting not to savings. It's so trendy. It's so trendy. They make blatant mistakes them. On radio say they don't make provision for review. But how comes they're able to reach to this agreement? It's sad. Then the next point for me concerning this Russia, it's sad that we border them and always in 12 borders that they make some serious mistake. And the mistake where they make, in my opinion, now the fact say one salon life no matter. Where outside and this, so I believe say both of them in the US, every life in the US, even to a rata, to dog, it matter. The US, outside and this, and another principle there where the with man them don't build in this country, make me and you the run for come and me and you able for sit on ayasu. Now, let me look at this way. I've only seen you from stats. You know, ever mention say the government's responsible. You know, ever mention say now the government could not send it. You know, ever put any blame on the government, but instead you call the government for do the right thing when are the most reasonable thing and they for do. Now let's look at it. What if we get tens or hundreds we involved in this? What do we go do? And the government enroll now for discourage the youth the way they back home. We know say things tough for whatever intensive that they bring come to them. Then we talk to the youth them. Let them not fall for that trap there. Because we don't want to get yourself involved into them kind of a thing and Now the same attitude we put, we let people they go die in the Red Sea, they go die in the crossings from Libya to Europe. Because now they want to go, that 5 people no more die. No, every life matter. You don't know the potential when a man they get. You know, thank you so much. I will try to call up
and thank you. And you don't take me thunder now about the transport thing, because after the next call, I will play the minister in response, and then I will dive straight into the main topic. See, you said take me thunder.
And yeah, one more thought. Not forget for touch the minister in insane idea for talk say. Then the people are not getting no right for tell where almost they collect. That was a big mistake and shame on them. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, I go play them. I don't know if I get that particular part of the clip, but I go play them and I go even play the reason way to them, then say this na good deal they make. So thank yes. I go again. I'm comfortable with numbers, so I go naka that. So thank you very much, my brother. All right, let me give other person chance. Thank you. God bless. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who they call we from, please.
Yeah, Mr. Kabo. Good evening.
Yes.
I have to say, I got to move away from that Russia issue because to me, it don't make no sense until you get the numbers.
Okay.
Don't move towards this to get business.
Yeah, fair enough.
Very important. We get what affects me and you tomorrow and people there. That's the most important thing right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I would have been happy, Mr. Kabo, if you would have brought this toll gate went through the parliament, the fourth parliament of Sierra Leone. If you would have brought the whole deal, how the toll gate came about, because as far as I'm concerned, the best road that's alone, now they go make toll gate on. Why then APC and Ebekuma? What you would see about toll gate? Road and new road, fresh road. If you think there's trap on this road, we want to make alternative road. They're going to be a fresh road, but a road that you and I have paid for, we have to pay for 10 or 20 years. And if by command in government ends, it go be target on it. It not create alternative what? And we are blaming this government today. Bring the arrangement that went to parliament. When there will be increments. Why are we blaming this government today? The government people thought, please, I listen to this gentleman because he agree with him. He allowed him to flow. Allow me to flow, please. He give me 3 minutes. Don't interject me. I listen to a man who will talk something. Will not make sense to me. But I have no idea. Allow me to flow, please, sir. Would you respect this? Thing where they affect me. It affect me, mama, in life. I mean, people na sorrow. The government team and others is in place today. And I brought a toll gate on a road that me papa, me mama, me said they pay for another 20 years. They now another road for rotting, a poet. Why they not be go make their own alternative road? And we are blaming the government today. It's out of parliament. It went through parliament, approved by the fourth parliament of Sierra Leone. Mr. Kabo, if you want to be sincere with Sierra Leoneans, you should have brought us, read out, when there will be increments. Don't blame this minister today. Blame the foundation of the toll gate. How the toll gate came about. Was that the foundation of the toll gate that was arranged? Why are they going to put toll gate on the only road we have that was not in bad shape, it not be poor, not to know how to Why? That's the question we should be asking today. That's the question we should be asking, rather than blaming the government today like they are the cause of everything.
Well, the buzzer not go off it, and then you don't hang up, okay? And I sense the passion from your voice, and again I will respect that. You they assume say I don't blame the government right away. I just set the topic and say I go talk about the topic as the main topic, and you don't assume say Mr. Kagbo don't blame the government already. Bro, you see how una they think, how unbiased una own assertion also can be. So you don't assume say, oh, Mr. Kagbo, they can't blame the government entirely, the current government entirely. And I don't say anything it. I don't even do my analysis it's proper. I just talk no more about the impact where I talk say the people are within a salon, even though they not get for directly within a free tongue where they not get for directly use the toll, because the toll begin from Hastings. So if you then just in a free tongue, that especially the urban area, because Waterloo considered western rural, but if they're in a western urban, they're not going to use any of them toll road here. So, but I talk about the indirect way we get for affect them. That they know my top, and then as I go come back to it, then now you they assume say me don't blame this current government, and I not even therefore blame the previous government. Me brothers them una stop for the camera with una preconceived notion of say, oh, VOS not like the government and stuff. Once una get that now in our mind, una need to even contribute meaningfully, in my opinion, to the topic of the day. And we they talk about them topics here for see how the government can able take sense out of the nonsense what they take, and also for make Sierra Leoneans they understand some of the way how they're supposed for look at things them, the rational way. Let me continue with the calls. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say the call we from, please.
Thank you so much for taking my call again. This is Mans.
Yes, go ahead, Mans. Go ahead, please. Thank you.
I think say I get case na you table. Just no, but I just go straight to them. Firstly, we brothers say nothing will be do the road or not be the best road now one day and all the rest of it. You know, sometimes we get for the slow down, put the proper lens we need for put on and address some of the issue there as well. Firstly, nobody not say enough for his price, because I believe saying that within inside the agreement say as them they go if certain situations arise and for adjusting prices them. But when you is price, you also got to consider the effect where the price will get on the people. There is no place, especially where they are. It at follow we see price they go up 50%, 100%, let alone 200% in plenty products and service system. Not a normal thing that. So if you hear people in the grumble, I think saying that not people in point of concern. Say, well, say no increase them. Yes, not true. Dollar don't go up, things them they go up and all the rest of it. But for let you jack them up. For example, Skoko be they pay 180,000 per gate. You say now they for pay 700. The brother, is that reasonable? It's not reasonable at all. Then secondly, this road here where they talk say the previous government that they can't toll them while they not for toll them. My brother, not so governments use in couple for build that road. Now people then come and invest, they make that road. Governments go say, able, we get this 2-lane road, we want to make a 4-lane. Una able can help we, una bill them then, una go to collect una money small. That's not the agreement. How do they collect the money? Now through that toll where we they pay. So now, what's in the government's role now for ensure say whenever their factors and they arise, whenever the situation arises, waiting for review, then for do them reasonably, then for they and advocate for the people them will not deny so no will increase. But Lord not do them once and one account and one do and so. You know, that's not the responsibility of the government. And this was so that you go everybody. So this is not a matter of red, blue, black, we not really care for, because at the end of the day, they know they serve the interest of the people. And not so because the previous one, they not do alternative road. So una we bring come say, okay, they are not sober, una come, una self say no, because the one they una pull not be sober, they no make them, so we self no go make them. Now so one for one salon, and I saw one place salon day. If not so people in within America, me and you go run for car America, let alone sit down America. Say because Donald Trump be the cost, so we buy themselves can say go cost. Ebo people in bad so we safe bo. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Let we take another call and I go address then comment here. VOS Network, hello caller, waiting on your name and also the call from please.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, my brother. Thank you very much. Go ahead. Waiting on your comment on the program tonight, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Once more. The problem we made to get this present government, now we decide to within the diaspora, now we the problem now this current government. It's kind of unfortunate why they listen to the callers then. They want me brother they say in the US, sign on there for complaint. In the US, the difference between US and saloon. In the US, are they follow up one case where police kill one civilian. Then find out about the case. Now they compensate the family for the loss of them picking. Whose case we don't get a saloon, we soldier man or policeman they kill. Where did they investigate? Then bring the police then to book. Then government going to who's one from President APC SLPP, who's one and they. It's disheartening way they compare with self and salon. They say the people are all on common upland. Why you come on a salon in America? Why people are all who produce farming? They all on common upland, all on can na Freetown, all on can see nothing. Do they expect na all mammy them for go make farm? Why you self less salon? You not sit on a salon for make salon better. You come on a salon, you can America. You go na England. You go na Australia. Why? Or you go na Canada. Why you self do that? I don't know how some people in the think we buy fish na idea, but no get time for complaint. Tell me how much they pay you na salon na America na by hours they pay you. Who do they pay na salon by hours? It's sad way people they do them can't compare easier just because they talk the negative things that this government they do. They compare America and salon. Where it can how much they pay this man we call. You get unfortunate no more then kind program that they able because if there's another way we all they sit down so we talk or they call we say more talk more ask yourself question because probably when they don't talk so it will come back and carry response. But if we get a podium or a group we make we ask yourself typical Sierra Leone question that because how much do they pay you in America by hour? We usually in America. How much do they pay salon money under? We they go compare the things in a salon and compare to America. Which facility you get in America? You get credit card, you get this, you get that. Which facility you in a salon? You go for lend money in a bank. Almost then we will lend. They will lend you 200 million. Whose collateral we get for that? But America they able to do you. Once you get your social security, you get your credit score good. So why people they feel like say, oh, you know, if you no more a salon no more all over America, if you saw the stuff I said, how much would they buy one bag dress? I saw one guy they tell me, but I they buy one bag dress at $20. In that salon, if that salon I then change the money, they compare. These are $20 and like 20,000. They we would have salon I want change. If that salon I say almost 100, almost standing now, almost 1 million. When I need to buy dress, so we this na ask bag dress. I was like, why people they deceive people and because of the longer opportunity for car? And I said that you see the tool that they left for soccer. This in connection to this tool rate, I've been listening before they increase this price. I've been listening in Minister Sandy. I don't think you get that clip there because if you get that clip, the way Sandy they talk say how the Chinese man and I sorry they sorry for we say like you the minister now you they say the Chinese man they sorry for we the people. Like seriously, now you just like it's not the Nigerian man or now Indian man. Then for all the price now we na Chinese man then they moderate it. We like you minister now you talk you for advocate for the people. Now you they support. So if this happening, They're not able to tell we set almost percentage down because the increment there, nobody not able to tell we almost percentage the increment there from 4,000 to
well. So somebody do the math and me say verify the math and CCS then get it right. So Sarah, Sarah I Salon then do the math. So for because then get a different tier. So for the group one, now 200%. The group two in a taxi and the other, so now 150%. The minivan and the Jeep, that group, the group three, now 150%. The group four way, now light van, poda, now 122%. And the heavy duty vehicles, them, they increase now 282%, 82.5%.
Okay,
And then
Mr. Kago, okay, thank you. Man, before me time they done, I don't know if you go get a clip back with President Bill now, maybe the campaign say the toll gate agreement or shady or whatever I put them. Why this man okay if you know say this agreement was bad? You do the honor the airport. Why you not do this same thing? Why these are the things they would say for say. You condemn. They don't come and you don't take power now. Why you not do this? What are the reasons we making all review the agreement or council the agreement? There was road here. There was this the counter collability. We wrote down it. Why the government organizations they pass we not to government we need the pin organizations there for the talking of them. Maybe we talk say we be road government not be done it road be ready. So for based upon that for council agreement they with the Chinese there. No not get that sense they pass na me you two na who forget that sense they who need the pay. Then get PhD old lad no not get that sense they.
And a very
now road be there. Why not go put the other side? The government not know that they say okay this was wrong. More cancel this agreement because then people are now go there more good the other side. No not sabi and the government not sabi but then cancel the airport. It's just for sabi people and this politics who don't put. But now they suffer now back. Who they work they send money for them. Now they suffer back. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes,
more than time I for do.
Yeah, thank you. Great points. Let we give other people a chance. Thank you. VS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who side you call from, please?
Yes, Mr. Kabo. How did you start?
I did do well, brother. Thank you very much for your call. And waiting your additional comment on the issues.
The call from Maryland.
Yes, brother Alusain. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
From the bonus alone. After independence in the 60s, Pastor Dawoodi on the my parents, they got a bit smaller than my parents, they passed that road, they not pay toll. The same road. Under Albert Magai. But checking come back at the same thing. Momo come back at the same thing. Back at the same thing. We all pass that road. I don't know who side this toll big business comes. Because it means no in America yourself. We get this new road they make this I-20 with the cut from Montgomery County to PG County, where they cut from Loyalty go Germantown. The new order they build, John, they make a toll road. If not so, then Chinese man they begin. They say no, it will make shortcuts. Boku said that long road they pass. Let left that road. They let go cut other side. Na bridge step. They go build new bridge or tunnel. Then it makes sense. But that one road all man above from independent time. Say I don't know side. A cabal business thing makes one. That deal then go make with the Chinese. What is the Chinese that they go Africa? We slow and get through Paso. And this man don't kind of be himself for me say you count in a column. But the relationship between China and Sierra Leone, but they don't sign that contract already. The contract, not only the airport will not be started. This they don't start. It's an ongoing project. It don't begin on. Mother be no get that to do that thing right now. And the only road they go for go right now, up they go for go. Hey, yes, I mean the petrol why they go Baltimore now $1.50 now about $6. Something like that, or $4.50 to something like $6 anyway. Right now, our passenger is already go New York. So that's the way inevitable. They get for go up. As time our inflation, the kind of so things they go up. So we get to get used to that. You know they ever go down. Just like we enter New York. New York bridge almost years ago gonna be almost. Now we they go now. The price don't double. Basically, or almost double. The man we announced it himself now very unpopular man. That the opposition AI because of where he come that they believe that COI that they launch him the way he come back that he can take people a land. So the target, there is the target. So anything we're talking about nothing. A target. Because for me, they open say from 2015 to now, past 2015 to 2024. Another past all 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, for about 9 years now, basically. By next year, then I go 2015 to 2025, and I go be 10 years. So now on 9 years, they don't increase 1 cent. Something now losses the inflation, they don't calculate, they don't put that out table. They make an now 200%. Because if they don't make a gradually, at least every year, 50 cents, they put 50 cents or $1. Then people know for the gum also, but the time lapse too much. So that's Sierra Leone business, Sierra Leone and within Ukraine. I want to know if now I don't know who that Sabrina Salo will come out to this time family. Or let us show that man, let us interview that man, let us talk Creole. Or let that man show it passport, sit that man in him. No Sierra Leone and Louis Sabia. Sierra Leone a small country, all Sabi with self. But I don't know who that don't carry save this time because then I be my neighbor. I know you get it because anybody can. They claim that Sierra Leone wouldn't catch you in the side. Because it's not going to but you go tell man I watch ID. The one will go soon. You decide for do something and something. Go join for go fet. But me, Salon a small country all Sabi with it. So if anybody is a like I say, well, listen, I identify that man, I mean neighbor, as I will go up, I will go school. Let somebody come. So I understand the proof in a Salomon.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let we give other people a chance. Great point. Thank you as always, sir. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who side they call from, please.
How you doing? I joined the call from Darwin, Australia.
Hello, John. Thank you so much for your call. And waiting on you take on the program tonight, Brother John.
Yeah, thank you for your efforts and your patience. And as we go back and forward, I'm glad you work. For me, I got a question where I want to ask you.
Yes, sir.
And this bothered me for a very long time while I listen to you.
Okay.
And I believe that you do. Propagate, say, we all see a union in a salon person. You want the best for salon. The question what I ask you, or where it bother me, this is not personal, not for what you other people in the same. Looking at your intention for salon. Because the reason why I asked, and if you give me that intention briefly, then I can tell you what it bother me, why I ask you, what's the intention for salon. Because, and sincerely, for what I follow you and I contribute one or two, all the positivity, another year, you know, they talking at this radio. All the time they talking negative, trouble. Important for giving information, but where they can do good talker, where do bad talker. But the bad news, you don't sound more than the good.
Okay.
You know, we want to correct something, you correct them from the start. Foundation, house, when you build house, you start from the foundation. I believe, I talked to you last year, said this year, at least they'll get positive conversation, not the media. You get thousands of people and they listen to you. But every day you get the same trouble message. Not to you the same now waiting the kind of year. Sometimes we need for the same sweet message, let it act the softly. I feel like we still live a war. Technically, I be there salon.
So you allow wait where you don't answer the question? How you allow answer your question?
Well, you can answer with you can answer if you get time to answer. Like you can answer.
No, I want to give you 3 minutes. Let me interrupt. Let give you in 3 minutes, and then
okay, cool.
And then I'll go answer your question. Go ahead, good. Please.
Like in the terms of the gentleman within capturing Ukraine, you have a big platform. A lot of we listen to your platform. If the government not doing in a Sierra Leone, where they point one finger, the rest they come to you. If you use your platform, pass message to your brother, to your cousin, to your auntie, to your uncle, say Ukraine war, they are not good in. You don't pass message on behalf of the government. The government formed by you as a Sierra Leonean. The government formed by the person who did it when your cousin. If they not pass the information, you get a platform where you will pass constructive information, say, dear, we are not good in. It's the same like when they say the Mediterranean Sea, where people in use for go. Then they pass message. When people were desperate, they didn't listen. Now the biggest problem, they listen. You see the danger. It's just like when they say they get program. Then they ask question, which kind of program, which kind of visa outside, and you go there because they're desperate. I understand that. Do you? I did say God beg you. Waiting me the damage rate don't happen from APC days. Now continue SLPP. But they just say when you put what pieces inside water, the first way you pull on and then then damaging as people then will say every constructive road where you do, where you want to do toll road, you get alternative arrangement but there's no alternative arrangement for all anything and do what they don't do. Because if alternative arrangement choose for use the toll road. But I know see me time doing I will call back. Yeah, I will call back. I will take up in time. Other people don't want to call. I will call back.
I know say your time done, but I just want for quick. Yeah, I know say your time done, but I just want for quickly answer. I want to answer your question quickly because we get other people in the line. But anyways,
absolutely.
Number one thing, now the government get plenty channel them for talk about the things the way they do. Tell me when the government don't come openly and say we get something wrong. And when they don't come and tell people in the truth about Boku thinks them. So me, I don't make them very clear. I don't make them very. Well, again, waiting to happen.
It's not question they send to me.
No. Now you question. Now you question the answer. We're waiting to happen. Let me not keep other people them on the line. I go answer your question and call me back and rebuttal. Because that way we're not going to take too much time.
No problem, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And last time, my brother, we just end the call. I don't make it clear. I show now the definition of the fifth estate. Say the media considered the fifth estate. And the media, they hold the government accountable. And that's supposed to be the media in role. The media in role, not of can praise government. No, not to the media in role that one day. For say, they praise the government. The government, I don't tell una say, propaganda not necessarily means say na all lies. It can be true, but when you exaggerate the truth, see what you they do, where sometimes you do them from A to B, and then you say, like how President Bill say, he say he don't do everything in manifesto, include if any letter day we more than Z, we go beyond Z, he go don't do them because he don't do from A to Z. Then is exaggeration. You know that, me know that. Because otherwise, the people are not for complain of basic things like food, say they're expensive and stuff. But what did he do? He say he don't accomplish everything we promise from A to Z. So me, now the media, I come back and say, yeah, President Bill don't do from A to Z and stuff. Who's way he help for keep them on check? Who's way he help for hold them accountable? No, that the government irresponsibility for tell people and the good things them way then they do. The media irresponsibility now for make the thing them way they not say right. We clear that. We hold them accountable. And by the way, in a similar way, the Constitution Day. The Constitution not to basically for all civilians they're accountable. No. The Constitution mostly, if you read them through, now for all the government accountable on check. So they're not going to use excessive power. Why you not say, the Constitution, why the Constitution not tell somebody how he for sleep? Why the Constitution not tell somebody who say for travel? Why the Constitution not tell somebody this? No, not to the responsibility of the Constitution. The Constitution simply say as a citizen, you get roles and responsibility. Beyond that, the Constitution protects your right. And in protecting your right, then keep the government on check. For let the power where una the people and give them, let them not use that power they excessively. Now that the Constitution day for. So mostly now for keep the government on check. So similarly, the media supposed for keep the government excesses on check. They come at the media where the government, they're not lack of people the way they beat the drum. where they propagate lies. They're not short of them people, and they absolutely not. Absolutely not. So why have a come now and then they kind of sound all good things and forget about holding them accountable? Now improvements that, my brother? No. My responsibility now deliberately, not deliberate attempt, because not that the media day. Look all over the world, all over the world. Tell me if not to media were considered propaganda media where people then go say them balance all over the world, from the BBC, the CNN. Tell me if we then come, then just they kind of gumbe dance and talk all good things about the government and all that. Most times, now usai improvements need for be done. Usai the express or the enforce excessive powers. Mostly in the areas then they, because the people do not get that kind of voice for all the government accountable, particularly the person them way them considered the representatives, the parliamentarians them, they don't in a way turn against them. So whose term then get for like them voice then dissatisfaction now election. So you want tell me say we for sit down after 5 years that we talk, so then they go help? It go help the government or help the people of Salon or help the country? Absolutely not. And Boku of them tia where we they talk na media, particularly social media, because na Salon they don't sort of for whatever reason they don't kind of use all the necessary institutions, including civil society. They don't turn them state captured. Not to just this government. From Kabine time, they don't capture all these institutions they were supposed to speak up on behalf of Sierra Leoneans. So where they don't capture the states, then the institutions, then they. So me for come now and praising the government, my brother, when I think twice, and I be don't show now the definition of the media within the roles and responsibility of the media. And the key is for all the government accountable. One thing where I'm glad you will not did they ever tell me and say the thing where they say a lie. Dande, if I do them, particularly deliberately, it's a no-no. Una can bash me for that. But as long as now the truth thing, I they say, I don't see any reason where it was, me always they say negative things then stuff. Like that Russia to what I talk about. Who's negative way they out of it? For advocate on behalf of a Salon brother. And this toll where they talk about, so now lie say it be on a heavy burden on the lives of ordinary citizens. Now lie that one day. So you want let I talk like how the minister, like how one of the callers say, the minister say, for Tego thank yourself that they negotiate. So now that way they you all can talk. But my brother, una stop for they do that. Una stop for they do that. Yes, you get right for belong to them political parties here, but when you want come na platform like this for engage me or any other presenter, I want you to think critically before ever you engage with, okay? Not to say I discourage you from calling, but I just want for Leona to think critically. Una pull that party lens, that political party lens, loyalist to una party and stuff. When you are engage me as a true Sierra Leonean. And tell me the general masses if they enjoy. If you feel safe or talk good things, waiting at the good things then we don't translate into people them reduce suffering. Tell me, waiting at the good things then, where I can talk about Naya and say, the government don't do this, and as a result of that, the rest don't go down. Or this don't they make people they enjoy now, life better. Hey, bro, tell me. So I want, again, I deliberate something, not something where I go regret nothing about. I go continue for do that. And like I tell you now, if even after President Bill, Any government where they can beat SLPP, APC, not the same Abdul Karim, just as I be the same Abdul Karim during Ernest Koroma time, even though not a long period, but the VOS, we established VOS. If you go back now, we VOS radio page, Facebook page, you go see say we established VOS in 2017, late 2017. Before even Biocam, before even the election. So we run VOS, do programs them about 6 months before the election. Go back and listen to them programs then and listen to what they talk about, yeah? And tell me if I not be consistent back then and compared to now. I know say Boko una begin watch or come na social media because of una party then na power now, una feel say una for advocate, let people and turn blind eye on the suffering of the masses. No, I know this, so yeah. So I hope say that they answer your question, brother. For may you know whose position I stand, because you ask the question, waiting I wish for Salone. Very simple. I wish for Sierra Leone people them, like Salone not be gentle, they tell why they grow up there. But however, me, I don't know who stay you born, but me where they in my 50s now, I go tell you say Salone be sweet. One way be sweet. We they go beach like at times I can even na net I can there's Sundays na net I can like for go beach where they drive go beach and stuff. I don't get nothing where they ain't got. Nothing like that. A peaceful and sometimes they walking go out in people and they walk at they pile where motokano they. Guess what? You don't get knowing that. And the domot them we not be get still doors. Now us domot. But now go salon. Even when the place hot, now still does. Thief don boku. Tell me, wetin relate to that? Wetin are the correlation? Well, don't see thief plenty. And now people then even, they use weapons. So my brother, I beg, then kind thing and I want let salon go back to that way, that glorious days. Because I see them, I enjoy that. Even though now the world stage, because up until 1980, before Shaka Stephen go start that trouble at the salon where he bring the OAU. Guess what? Salon will be very, very, very. I go triple that word. Will be very, very, very comfortable at salon, and that be make people them way be they go salon, they left salon for go London particularly, now for go study. They won't go back salon because when they study, guess what? Then 10 and day, even though with any country, discrimination day, but you almost guarantee say you go get job if you don't can study now. Because then 10 and day mostly they give jobs them based on merit to some extent. Anyways, let I go back to the calls them, let I keep people waiting, and then I go conclude with my own position on the bridge. VOS network. Hello caller, waiting at your name and who side they call me from, please?
Good evening, Mr. Clapper. This is not concerned citizen calling from Washington, D.C.
Yes, concerned citizen. Thank you so much for what you call in and waiting that you take on the program tonight, sir. We get Boku callers them. So try for keep to you 3 minutes, please. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Absolutely. Mr. Clapper, it's just unfortunate. Yes, of course. The government needs revenue. So they need revenue, than in the basic standing. Now, if we've been share the burden also, not just the people, all the burden on the people. What do I mean by that? How about reduce government ministers' salary? How about cutting down some ministries? How about cutting down parliament pay? You know, how about finding ways going through this federal government and shrinking it down? How about getting rid of some of them motukande, the 1,000,001 motukande when they get ready to drive around? You know, if they want to do this, let share the burden. I mean, let the body let it be shared to all, and then this also includes the diaspora. What do we need to do? And I suggested this way back to you, Mr. Kago. I truly believe that we need the diaspora to be involved in Salon in a much more way than it currently is. You know, we see other countries like Gambia. Anyway, I know, let me forget all that. Let me forget that part. But the point is, the government needs to raise money. The government is broke, don't have money. They look for money everywhere, and it will be good that this pain share equally on all aspects of Sierra Leone, the government and the civilians. We would, and I can hate for compare the United States and Sierra Leone, and I don't think we should be doing that at all. But again, the diaspora can do quite a bit. We can do quite a bit. We can do quite a bit. And if the government could engage the diaspora, there's a lot that we can do to ease the pain that is happening today in our country. And I thank you. And Mr. Kagbo, I will suggest to you, other people will tell you this, that. Not worry about them, right? You just continue to do what you need to do. And as you say, the media is the fourth branch of any democracy, and one of the most important branch in any democracy. Because if the media do the work right, then go expose all the fraud. You know, the media is not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be party with anybody.
Perfect.
To be independent.
Perfect.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. Take care, my brother. So let me go to another call. WhatsApp, go ahead. Waiting at your name and you say the call with phone, please.
Hello, viewers. Now Umaru the call.
Hello, brother Umar. Thank you very much for your call. And
today I get lucky now. I just care I meet up the program.
Okay, I truly appreciate that. Then.
Okay. You know, Mr. Kagbo. Now we they make we politicians and now we they make we leaders into thief man them. Because we lack this ability for all leaders to accountable. And most of the time, when something that happen, instead of we give the fourth estate side for let us scrutinize the leaders already get. Instead, now we come and deliver leaders there the defense. You know, we see what they go on. First of all, that man in Ukraine, any government na responsibility for advise people and for not go for into danger. Not to Elon Musk way in America or not to that way get Facebook, they advise people in our government, even though they get a platform for advise people, when our government they use them platform them. And even when the people not listen and go, the government irresponsibility and for make sure say get the people out of there. It is in Ukraine, it is in Russia, it is in na Gaza today. Government they fight for getting people out. Okay, so that nobody no go blame journalism for that. Journalism just to create a platform for let government do that, or anybody want use a platform use them. So everybody can use it through your responsibility. That particular responsibility that government get them. Then now look, we come into the two roads. You see, when something happen, we need to give each chance for ask government, or we need to give people a chance for letting able all government to accountable. When this two road begin before, you know, then talk, they make shady deal. Nobody no listening. to the government, and government not listen to the people, then come up with this toll road. They not get no alternative. If you get alternative into something happen. Now that's the happen now. Yeah, if I don't want to go on the highway, if I travel from here to Geneva, if I don't want to go on the highway, I'd use other road. I'd use the in roads where you not get for do anything with highways. Get alternative. But Sierra Leone no get no alternative. All thing we make na just one thing. Even the country where they near when a military rules, they get alternative na the rules. We not get that. And we need to ask questions, and when we want to ask questions, they bash at you. Now in the go on, because if not to that, we not go get a situation where people not get nothing for it from 1,000 to 3,000. Nobody they ask. And again, how will the fund we road them? Mr. Kabo, you are one law give me some seconds, largest answer. Now when I drive, when every year I get certain amount of money where they pay. I they pay 400 and something thousand, 400 francs now or 500 francs. When about $550 for roads. Na road fund they pay when I get me motoka. So government want fund road, and no need for go to depend on donors. And no need for depend on private sectors. Government the fund a road, they make a road same. But Sierra Leone, we know they do nothing. We know get nothing in place. So all the people who have na fund donor funders or people who come for can invest. And not everything we need investors in. Go say main roads. For make main roads for you citizens. Now investor go can do. If investor can do it, then go turn as business enterprise. Then no all offer. We get fund. Even America was on a day where you get motoka, you get certain particular fund where amount where you pay every year. So that money in government they take at least for do the roads. So if anything happen, government go at least go run the price where people are not go feel them. But Sierra Leone will not get just depend everything donor. So now in the money we in that country. So this will not able to do anything to them because we don't sell we bat right to businessman them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well said. Well said. I will pick up on that. Great point. Thank you. Now we take another call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who the call we from, please. What's go ahead, caller. You there on live. Waiting on your name and who the call we from. All right. I don't know why, but then we'll go to the next caller. All right. Let's go to the next caller. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who the call we from, please. Caller, you get we? Hello. All right. Let we go to the next call.
Hello.
VOS Net. Yes, caller. Waiting on your name and who the call we from, please.
I'm Alusain again from Maryland.
Hello, Brother Alusain. Thank you so much for your call and waiting on your additional comment on the program tonight, sir.
Me, like what come and give me opinion, and I go for not like for patronize anybody. Like you say, I don't patronize.
Absolutely. I'd be quiet and give chance. Go ahead, sir.
Now you decide to make this show. Anybody not satisfied with the way they want to let themselves open their own show. That's what me go say. So not to all people the address because what I notice you talk one word. Me always say the Supreme one. I not join Facebook. I not join. I get WhatsApp on for call Salone back. I not get the WhatsApp go for begin comments. No, but I don't listen to where they talk most times. It's like in the post wait. If SLPP can have power, like how you talk, so you go for be critical. If you APC can have power, you be critical back. You're not critical, and you know person know the lie. I want to make a listen to you. I know the comment so. I'm a first time this in my life. I don't ever go on a public say they talk. So just keep up with it to do so within a gun. What about Sierra Leone? The only thing I was disappointed about Sierra Leone are two things. During that war. Don't do in that Ebola time. What it happened? The only time where they say, well, Sierra Leone not the best country in the world. For me, Sierra Leone everything. I love Sierra Leone. I can go Sierra Leone as I reach Wakana Airport. I call here the calling for. I say, wow, this now I don't reach like in the paradise. Even though I come to America, I don't Sierra Leone from 89. But anytime I go Sierra Leone, I say, wow. Subconsciously, me with the travel this past December. I just took for me. I just say, I say this country beautiful. That's what you say. I enjoy Sierra Leone in the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. The 90s, I the problem become because I just left that ending. So I don't know much about Sierra Leone. But where I go back after the war, anytime I go, they say, wow, I love this country. And now I love her more. You know what you know? Because then there's a new habit to go. Why be in a salon? I don't get internet. I don't get cell phone for talk. For travel, go Peninsula, that's the problem. It will take me almost an hour for travel from Freetown for weekend. Now, for weekend, 45 minutes, I don't reach again. I go to Banana Island. 23 minutes, I don't go inside, but 23 minutes, I don't cross. Only the day in abundance now. So, Salon, they would always appreciate the country. A sweet country. The government, it is what it is. But we will always well say we're a Salon man. And one of the most beautiful countries on earth. God bless you with everything. Let we continue to pray to God. Let God continue to church we leaders the heart. Let change them from good to bad. But let me put the interest of the people in first, that's all. But naturally, Salon a beautiful country. People will get good at, we all like we serve. Who they are about there, we all with the person we all the support we serve. We enjoy. So I don't want to choose any nationality like this one to say not Sierra Leone. But Sierra Leone come first. If I sleep safe awake, Natalo had to dream about every day. If I sleep, Natalo had to dream about.
Wonderful.
So okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. And you remind me so much. The last time when I go Salon, the fresh air, like the breeze, for whatever reason, I feel relieved. I feel welcomed, you know,
yes.
Like that feeling. And remember, not to say I'm not a brag, but not to say I stay in Canada, but still I feel welcomed. Now, my country where I reach there. So thank you very much. Let me take additional calls then. But I'm glad you share that because myself, we don't feel so at one point. The last time I go Salon, and not too long ago. Thank you. God bless. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who side they call we from? What's up?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Kabo. Ahmed, I call from UK.
Wonderful as always. Thank you so much, brother.
Yes, colleague. Yes, thank you for all the analysis. I see all the price of this toll gate and the increments, 100%, 150% and stuff. You see, listen, this is not something that will depend here and there. Before these governments come, they condemn this toll gate. And toll gates in Western countries, you have an optional road, but in this case, it's one way. But look at the tax now they impose on these cars, and look at the economic situation today at the country. When somebody cannot even feed, having even a 1 meal a day, we know we have families, large families. We know how people struggle today. But these are the people. You know, the problem we have in Sierra Leone, we only put all our destiny that we should pray. Prayer. Let us pray. God will make it easy. I don't understand that. This spiritual thinking, sometimes we see people, they dress up nicely, and then we call them, these are Islamic people, these are religious people. No, to be religious and be godly, because when you have somebody who fear God, a godly person, you have that leader, believe me, the person is contempt. But today, we have a bunch of criminals. These are gangsters, a colony of gangsters we have. All of these ministers, these parliamentarians, these are just people who want to milk the suffering of the people. You will continue to suffer. Now that's what they fit today in our country. So now they bring all of this today. Because look at all of these increments now. How can the poor people survive with this one? Because the bulk of it again will go to the ordinary man. Let's say this man ride Okada. This man has a taxi. You increase toll gate. You run the car. You have to pay the toll gate. So we say if you say that money go pull up on the masses. So how about that? But this government then come, they propagate all of these good things. They narrate a lot of things. Today, Dennis Sandy again. Dennis Sandy once a former minister during the past regime as a lands minister. We know what he do. A lot of trouble. He was sacked. This government came, they take again as a lands minister again. He was removed. For a few months, went to Gambia. Now he come back as minister of works or whatever. Imagine that. Single person. And he's not na radio. They talk again. These guys is like, I don't know, they don't even believe in God. Either they have juju or marabu, they worship so that they just give them position like they alone. And the common man continue for suffer. These are the kind of people we have. These guys are not honest. Then kind politicians, it's high time people of Sierra Leone, they're wise enough. So we know so that we not carried away by mere words. Because now then same thing, then guys they come, then condemn, today they are there. And look what is happening today. It's the worst. Sierra Leone is a very nice country. We know, now then we grew up, even during the war, even when shipping up the cow with rice, believe me, no car rice and food they eat. We are young guys by then. You know, what people in the run for move from one bush to another. But it's never like this. Today for kill somebody in Sierra Leone, now common thing. If you argue with the OSD police, pap if choosing gun. We don't see this after the war. That's only this government can now see all of them today. Today there are a lot of things, a lot of drugs, kush. Look at the accident where they occur. And then pay taxes. We have the regulatory bodies for me they regulate all of their road because some of them then debt they are. These are deliberate because people take drugs. How can somebody take drug, he go drive and he load a bunch of people? He go get accidents and kill them. But where's the government today? How do you regulate these people? How do you minimize all of these things? No, they don't care. All they care is them pockets. And if we fail to say these things, even God that we believe will hold us responsible. Some of us will have to say it. I know some people will not happy, but that is the fact. The fact is we have a bunch of criminals. Then disguise themselves, say they are leaders. They are not leaders. These are rogues. They are thieves. We have to call them by the names they are. Thank you very much, Mr. Kago. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Let me take two last calls. This will be the second last one. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who they call from, please.
Okay. Namidon?
Yes. Yeah, WhatsApp. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Hello, viewers. This is Omar again.
Hello, Omar. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Okay. You do mistake, I see you put some percentage, but you not put percentage of government price. Because if a private motor car not be 200% increment, for instance, if the bus system, the normal bus system at 10,000, 5,000 they pay. Then the government buses there, not 2 times that money.
Oh,
so which means
that's what really happened because the press release with them.
No, I'm not supposed to say Apple. I just they talk about because
they get people the sarcasm.
Because make they talk so, you see, all thing na salon they play politics inside. What make this the happen? Because me I take us now for compensate the price of the buses. Because when government come with the price been the normal, we get all problem but price is normal. Where they don't criticize the government price of the buses. Now we don't see increment in the local transportation. So with where it bring we direct to 1-to-1 with the bus system because that's me go take them. I feel saying that because if not to that, we increment go up if they think but that consider say the buses themselves for make increment on the buses. But we see they make increment on the private sector, they don't make increment on the government in your side way na the buses. So don't show say they want to compensate that price. Me so me take them. Then again, they come a
sorry for interrupt, but actually the government vehicles themselves involved though, because this
you don't see we don't know it at the prices of the buses. If the government buses there, because the bus when they introduce the buses, they're already 200%. Because if but that time the normal bus they pay 5,000 leons. So then come with the buses and 10,000 leons. So if you check an already increment of 100%. So if you say the buses they involve here, so which means I don't know which price the buses they go come up with. Then you answer we expect 20,000 for the buses then. But anyway, not to that many talk. I just talk on the funding way that the fund roads. Government, we know say this one it don't happen. But now waiting at the alternatives to the government in terms of road funding. We still get for depend on donors, or we still get for depend on people that we go come make roads put checkpoints. Why we need to get road fund in that country? When now we the Sierra Leoneans who they run to card and who they fund their road and they. Why government they get prizes for everybody? Mr. Kago, now that they happen, then said how they admire. Mr. Kago, when I get phone, I listen to radio and not listen to radio. Every year I pay 320 francs. When about $360 every year for radio fee. When I dey drive so, when I don't like the motor car, I no use I get a ticket where they put and stamp sticker where they put. I pay that sticker. I pay 40 francs. I pay let me say 470, almost 500 and francs. Why I emphasize on that? Now they use the highways. But when I pay all this, I know say they reflect on me. I see on the way, and I no go grumble too much. Now that way for the law just left for the dodge taxes. Law we make we regulate we among we self. For they do this, no magic, no thing. Now that happen abroad. Let me see see where they make road na America, make road. You need to go na England, you go back for fund, or you need to let one Englishman come fund them. So let we try to organize ourselves. We get a lot of motorcar in that country. Let we see by if everybody where it lies in motorcar, we hear the round, and make sure they get a particular money they pay into road fund. When the INSEF they pay that money, and government use that money for make roads. We not go see all this problem. This is problem all identity. We depend on donors. We depend on outside developers. And we don't get any mechanism what they do for we self. We at least we go say this now. We Sierra Leoneans self now we do this. I feel say this all the problem. If we need to get that, we need to get this total problem. But now this all now problem. I just call back for emphasize on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the additional comments. We truly appreciate that. So let me take the last call of the night, and then I will give me analysis before I close. VS, yeah, go ahead. Waiting on your name and inside the call.
How you do, sir?
I did do well, my brother. Thank you. And you will be the last lucky caller for tonight.
I'm fortunate. Me and James. I come from Virginia.
All right.
Okay. I don't hear a lot of people that make contribution towards this toll road. But I want to ask a question. We all live in a Western world. I want to know which the toll road or the common road where everybody for road use, which one will be alternative road? That's the first question we should have asked. Me, I not ever who are in the Western world. I not ever see any toll road with be the prime road. The alternative road for be a toll road. Now optional. So I know you people they argue say the road, whatever was wrong with it should have not been the alternative road. That road was built by MPLC in MPLC time. So there is no way the last administration, if they feel say there was a need to extend one lane here, that lane where did they extend now for not be a toll road, but not a road that was built in MPLC time that have been paid by Sierra Leoneans and would they pay for again. I don't care what Sierra Leoneans are saying. I was there in MPLC time after the war and now, and Even every year they go salon. I've used that road. But what I've seen, if I'm Western Wall will be there, that 2-lane road should be a alternative. It should be the road for Sierra Leoneans, and alternative road should be a toll road, extended road. It's optional. If you want to use or you want to be fast, they will even say, okay, the toll road you can run 100 miles an hour. But why the popular road? Because they expect traffic and people are moving on that road, we will make a 50 miles an hour. So if you want to run faster, now that will happen in this Western world. But it's just disheartening. Whoever brought that particular development at Salon, they did not even know what they call alternative road or toll road. Now, so they ask the government of the day and other government for make a alternative road. No, that road have been paid for by Sierra Leone in the time of MPLC. The toll road should be an alternative road. I hope and pray that, but this government has nothing to do with it because, as I'm concerned, the thing went to the parliament and parliament approved it. So, and parliament comprises of everybody, you and everyone or the other. They are representing us. That's what happened. So we are bound to pay. So not only talk about now, but the whole thing was faulty at the beginning. Thank you, Mr. Kagbo, and also Mr. London.
Yes, and you be the first caller and you be the last caller, so thank you for that. I wish I could get a word for you. Thank you, but other than forgive, good, nice words. I know say we can disagree for agree, and thank you for that. We can always make we discussion and civil. I don't get any grudge against you, and I hope say you know be any grudge against me for we they disagree and we point them. I don't get no doubt. You say flex salon. It's just how we think say the country for go before. Maybe in a day we get a disagreement. But thank you as always for where you call and all the people that we call. So fumble them. I see few people them continue for the other line, but unfortunately we go get for wrap up and I still want for give me analysis. So this be the last call for tonight, and the people that were not able for take them calls, I go encourage you to say when I call back next week, or better still, when I can call now Matilda in program, I believe say instead go get similar topic for discuss. When I call in program and let when I give a contribution. And if we're not able to meet up Matilda in program, we now Saturday 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and our salon time, UK time, now 10 p.m. Sundays, we get Mr. Shillon and Mr. Mengot. We then go come here by God's grace. And we, the young program, now social media review. By the way, Matilda in program, now salon issues. Mr. Mengot and Mr. Shillon, the young program, now social media review. And it will start by God's grace promptly 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and salon time now 8 p.m. Salon time. So I go encourage you now follow and tune in on Sunday and join Mr. Shillon and Mr. Mengot for letting us talk about issues them. Actually, somebody sent for me issue about the transportation, the public transportation system, and interestingly, the Minister of Information, he gave a breakdown of the people that we own the bus system, the public bus system, and he make it do in calculation and all way it don't talk about the percentages. Or would I get this percent? Would I get that percent day? Well, I quickly go through the percentages are owned by the private sector, as you say, more than 100%. So I kind of ask myself, say how people then go own more than 100% of the total bus shares. So I go encourage her, but I know for go into that. Hopefully, Mr. Mengot then go deal with that, and Mr. Mengot self now somebody way he be directly involved in implementation of this public transport system. So hopefully, una go will ask him as to how the minister come up with their numbers then they, because for me I think I don't know if I misspoke, but issues then they with the math, the math kind of be there off somehow. So I don't know if I mean maybe miss some, but again, I go encourage you to follow and tune in on Sunday for another episode of the social media review. We then go look into all the issues them between now and then program we then go address. So let's come back to the final my final take on the issue. But before I do that, again, I just want for ladies, hopefully, because I not seem for the lamb to rest, but I not go tire for the remind people them. So now I go use them as a reminder. And by the way, I say fifth estate, but I mean fourth estate. So let us show now quickly waiting at that concept day. So let's read them. The concept underscores the media's function as a watchdog of the public interest, offering a check on the power of the government, a check on the power of government. This role is premised on the idea that a free and independent press can provide the public with the information necessary to make informed decisions and hold those in power accountable. When I hear that, my brothers and sisters, those in power accountable. So if you come here and begin praise them, how you hold them accountable, my brother? You say, I need to ever talk good about the government and stuff. Listen to the word watchdog. Like what they say, then dog, then way they put, say they watch. So where things then they go well, did they back? No. Now where things then go on, where they see something strange, now in they back. And last show now waiting and watchdog before I read the rest of it. You know, just for like able help now for understand the position where I go always take. It no matter whose government in a power, I go always take this position. That's not promise what I want for you now. If God give me long life, where this administration come out, una go, of course, be the jury. For let una know say Abdul Karim na the same person. It no matter whose government. So the term watchdog refers to a person or organization that monitors and evaluates the activities of a body or institution to ensure that standards are met and to guard against improper behavior. In many contexts, a watchdog is seen as a protector of the public interest, ensuring that power is not abused and that ethical, legal, and established standards are upheld. When I hear that, so tell me from that definition of a watchdog, what in day where are they do wrong? For ask the government for let them maintain standard, acceptable standard, for let them maintain that same behavior where we all that same things that we all they enjoy now advanced countries, for advocate for that. Waiting wrong. So that means I need to do the work where the media supposed for do. Una no hear say for praising the government. No. We roll at the media. It's just unfortunate that we get some brothers and sisters that open social media platform and use them now for propaganda for the current administration, for the opposition. No, we don't do so, particularly me. And I go vow for we presenters them as far as I know. We get the people their interest. And that make any topic where they deal with, the first thing first, now in the interest of the average salon person. Where I be start to talk about the hardship, additional challenge where the increase go be. Una tell me, say, not to the interest of the public. Tell me that. I go apologize. Say, oh, where they make them toll price here go up. Not in the interest of in the interest of the public. So as a result, they mislead people and say go create hardship. Not so true. Una tell me that. If una able prove say waiting at they say na lie, in order for create hardship to the public, on that average salon person, I go apologize. But not come here and tell me, say, oh, Mr. Kagbo, you they impose your opinion on people them. Oh, you know they talk good about the government. If not in the interest of the people them, I go apologize. If we are they critic the government, not in the interest of the people. Now, think them way, now from your self-interest, I know this alone. But it affects me indirectly. And sometimes directly. Because like how one of who callers then say, we get for the sponsor the people the way we know. And sometimes in there, the people are even where we don't know. So tell me, rather than I talk in the interest of that average salon person, if we say, I go idle for can talk fine about the government and people and they suffer. My brother or sisters, if you not think so, not think wrong about me, okay? If you not think so of me, say I go come now, I can pray sing, whether I'm APC or SLPP, I can pray sing them while we people and they suffer. You not think twice. Clearly not to Abdul Karim when they talk about, not to when they refer to. For me, when I go back, go listen to me programs them before Mother Bill become president. And then when I go get a better understanding, say two watchdog role now they play. All the governments, the opposition, all the politicians, them, all the people that were in public office, how they hold them accountable in the interest of the public. So tell me, President Bill say from A to Z, they accomplish everything in the manifesto. And one major thing where no say be in a manifesto, where it talk during a campaign, say not to roads people and they eat. Now bread and butter issue. Una tell me if today better pass yesterday in terms of the development, in terms of the economic activities. Una tell me, say today, the economic activities them, the economy it better pass where President Bill will take over. Una tell me. Don't forget about APC or whatever, the party business. Let me look at Usai President Bill be start and Usai we dey now. And then when I feel say for sit down here, praise singer. Oh, how na they think so? Una way they feel say for do that. Una not honest to una self, una not honest to the people of Sierra Leone. So now let's come to the toll gate. We fumble them. Let's play for una the minister, the force, the information minister, and after I will play for una the minister of works. Then two then they are going to analyze, and then I close the program. Una stay tuned. Let we together listen to waiting then get for see. And then yes, I don't close the phone lines because I try for giving a chance. And if you want to rebuttal, una do am, una right. Or next week, una can bring them up. Say una disagree with Abdul Karim and stuff like that. Say no, already they do so now you in your interest. Maybe you want position or whatever una they accuse me of. But not in the interest of the average people, and the average people are fine and all that. Una rebuttal, yeah? But let us play for una the minister, the two ministers them. The first, the information minister, what did he say? And he called them triggers. Say now based on the triggers, now he make it justifiable for like the Chinese people where they man the toll gate, the toll road, or the toll gate. It's justifiable for let them put this kind of increase. So it talk about the trigger them. The information minister talk about the trigger them, one of which is in the exchange rate. But the question is, the exchange rate by itself just claim up like that? I be don't show a program because again, now that thing that they do for living, for analyze economics, economic policy system and stuff. I be don't tell you now the thing them we responsible for like we see the depreciation of the currency. Let the currency in value go down. I tell you, I show you the things that I'm not going to go through them again. I go encourage you now follow and I go back and watch that program day for just refresh. Waiting at the thing them way they cause for like a currency depreciate. And one of which I make it clear and it continue for the happen. Say the excessive spending of the government. And one of who call our talk and very clearly say, bo, that they put all them burden here on the average person. Why the president and in team not think about force? Let them tighten their own order. Let them reduce the number of ministers them. Let it cut down on in traveling. Especially then travel them way they bring anything for salon. Look at now the chief minister they go up and down. So that day they come up from the government pause. So they still continue with excessive spending, but yet they pass the hardship of the reckless behavior on the people. Pass them in a form of a burden. Because we do not get money elsewhere, they increase taxes. And this a similar impact as when you increase tax. The toll gate price increase. But let we listen. I will come right back after this. Now stay tuned for a conclusion of my analysis. I will come right back after this.
Just for reiterate the breaking news, now that effective 1st of March, toll gates gets new revised fees for the different categories of motorcar them where they use the road. The minister lay out very clearly the rationale, including this now part of what was in the original agreement. The original agreement gave it in with man and go call triggers. If them factor here change, we for reconsider the cost. Exchange rate, now one of them trigger then day, but other socio-economic conditions. Then don't do the own part of the agreements. The road don't achieve the things that will be hoped for. Reduction in accidents, all those things, quality. But we need for continue for attract investors and say, if we give word, we'll get for doing. The Honorable Minister, working with other members within the sector, go in and renegotiate with the company and say, no, the issues and the thing that we people and they go through a lot. By the way, we should have been in place now for months, but we've had lots of conversation about how we could delay. And for example, no more let people and suffer through this or begin film through the Christmas period, and then we say, oh, January in a tough month. So the company throughout that period and continue for be patient. And we finally agree, say effective 1st of March, Keke, they move from 1 leon to 3 leon. Taxi, they move from 2 leon to 5 leon. SUV, when I group 3, they move from 4 leon to 10 leon. Bus, they move from 18 leon to 40 leon. Then big truck, then the 1030, they move from 183 to 700. And then big fuel container bouncer, then they move from 100 to 250. Now there's a science justification behind the increases, the percentages and the numbers.
All right, before I play the Minister of Works, let's talk a little bit about this. Let una not lose them points then day. The first thing is say with man then call on triggers. So the thing them way they result in we cause for like the increase. So it say it try for justify that. But interestingly, I know you talk anything about, oh well, now it will make us shorter because now alternative road, and few callers then talk about that. In principle, a toll road for be an alternative road. And one thing we therefore realize, and I want for like the supporters to realize that, by the way, this increase, I don't see the right any size say, with the exception of SLBP supporters, I don't see the right there too. I don't see the right say not only for APC supporters. So I want for use this opportunity for appeal to our conscience. Say all lentia we una dey try for make excuse for because na una party. Una self the sufferer. Una self the face the hardship. I don't say. I think last week I talked about saying, tell me why, with all una loyalty, with all una propaganda, say, oh, the government they do well and stuff. Wetin make the inflation rate now the southeast? The last time I checked, it be higher than Freetown. Where it be higher than, in fact, the northern province, where you go say not to a stronghold of the government. So why is that? Una think for una self though. So if una feel say the government they do well in una own yai, why una for pay more for buy something than somebody in the north? If at all they do well. If at all they do well, una not for be the first people away for no, but yet now more suffering una the experience. And yet una they make excuses. Say not to the government in fault. Una continue for do that. Just like how we APC brothers them. But unfortunately for them, with all where they say they get 99 tactics and stuff. But people in that famous song, Tolongbo no go sidoya and gripoku. So people they really kick them out because angry boku. But sadly enough, President Taleki know that. You see how he manipulates the election, evidenced by the numbers, the National Electoral Watch or Elections Watch, and then the Carter Center, and then the European observers then. So now that make, without any hesitation, I go say yes, President Bill, given the evidences today, President Bill rigged the election. So if a belief say, people in belief say, they don't done everything we promise. They don't do everything we promise from A to Z. Why he rigged the election? But that's a story for another day, Fambulem. But I just want to appeal to our conscience. Now, this we brother, we are the Minister of Information, is he talk about the triggers. The key one where he talk about is say the price of the dollar, the leos to the dollar. So meaning the foreign exchange rate. And remember, President Bill campaigned on this during a BBC interview. He talked about it. And by the way, before I play this other minister, let us show una how they indicate that. Okay? So this now indication for make a justification as to why they feel say then people can get right. Statistically, according to the minister, then get right for increase the price. So let increase the size for una. Una go no clearly say this not to Abdul Karim they make come up as some of una they suggest. You know, they make her like say na me, they make up things them. So I don't get anything good for talk about the government. So rather than una hold the government to account, but because of una selfish nature for put party before the country, una feel say person not for talk about it. And to una, not a big deal. But una said they suffer. So according to the Information Ministry and website, this is from the tweet. So the Works Minister, when Mr. Dr. Sandy, this now 2 days ago, and puts this. So he said, when the China Railway 17th group, that's not the group we put together the toll, started collecting tolls along the Wellington-Mashaka Highway in 2017, the exchange rate to the US dollar was 7,500 leons. That's not the old leons. So equivalent in new leons, you go say 750. So seven leons 50 cent. 7 leons 50 cent. Because this is now 7,500. So 7.5 new leons. So now, according to him, now it is new leon 23 leons. Look how we put them all. An almost 20% increase. Me fumble them. That's not a reason for Leona criticize the government. Where the minister self don't tell you now. Say the time where President will take over, the leons now be 750. 7,500. 7.5 leons. Well, I use the old leons because they use the old leons for Terry before that, and now they use the new leons. So I use all the old leons, so I make them even comparison. So the old leons now 7,500, and now the old leons now 23,000. Just imagine, from 7,500 for $1, 7,500 leons to $1 US dollar. Now one for buy $1 US in salon money, now 23,000. Una see, and the minister put on there say na 20% increase. So when it come for influence people them, let them understand the trigger, then tell you how much na the difference from the time they take over to now. But when we remind people them, say President Bio take over, where the leons now be 7,500 to $1 US dollar, now not almost 23,000 to $1 US dollar. Where somebody talk like you always they talk negative about the government and stuff. But you see how make us say the government they engage in propaganda? So for convince you and say, yes, it makes sense for let them increase this toll gate fee. Look at USA will be take over. And look at now. The question is, una see from waiting the right. Una see them take any responsibility, say they messed up, then policies then push the interest, the exchange rate to that height. They ever talk about that? And then you want me for Kamnaya and not blame the government, not hold the government accountable, where deliberately them policies them don't create that avenue for the exchange rate to go up that kind way there, and it continue for go up because they're not trying for change the ways them, the way how they recklessly spend. So I just want to bring that to our attention. I want to know the distinction. So now they want for now understand, say, now the exchange rate. But when we try for tell them, say, because of the exchange rate, all things as salon don't go up, the inflation don't reach that height where not be supposed for reach. If them be do correct policies them for maintain a low and stable exchange rate. No, don't know how we talk about that way there. Because they know say we go blame them. So don't want for take any blame. Don't want for take any responsibility for the exchange rate, for the policies them. Saying that them policies them where them put in place. Now it make the exchange rate the way how it is so. No, don't know how we talk about that. But yet, we for consider that where they want for justify an increase. Significant one at that. I go say, in fact, which we will call exponential increase in the toll gate fee. Una see the double standard now, yeah? And then my brothers them and probably sisters them while are quiet, that's praising the government with people and they suffer. And then he talk about the minister of information. He talk about saying, oh well, the toll it don't create now that avenue where they get less traffic. Fewer accidents, and the quality of the road. Oh, Abide Salon, that Wellington, as he put them, Wellington Mashaka Highway, that be fine road. Really, not be fine road. Where especially Tego Mashaka. So now, instead of una encourage, are they talking now about the previous administration, like how one we call her say that. Instead of una be encourage them people and say, okay, you know what? We only get one road. Where that Wellington, because they call her Freetown Waterloo Road Highway. Or Freetown Mashaka Highway. I think say now so they be called them before, but the minister put them as Wellington Mashaka. But we be call them Freetown Mashaka Highway. So that road they like how somebody be say it be there in existence, and that road they be fine. I mean they drive on that road they it be fine. And in fact, where we they go from Freetown for go Waterloo and stuff, we they go very quickly. Within 18 minutes or so, less than 20 minutes, I don't reach Waterloo. So instead of then say toll road, and we know say Salon no get Boku road them, let them build bypass, cut some side now the woods and place like that. Let them build a road where if you think say, because now that from I believe say Calbaton, the last time we go, from Calbaton, Tego Waterloo now, both ways, because Boku people don't come Waterloo now, both ways, traffic intense, where the time that way maybe they drive na Salon, no, traffic no day. The traffic now from probably if you come out, like if you take them PZ area, you can take that Upgun, if you take Kisi Road. But if you take Frobe Road, from that Eastern Police, take Kleintown Junction, that will be area. Now then you they get traffic. But when you hit that highway, that Freetown Mashaka Road, you don't get any traffic. Because now be 2 lane both ways. So 2 lane go, 2 lane come. Where I be the drive there? And will be called a new road. So you know we get no traffic. But now the last time I go, traffic a surprise. Traffic be so tense for come out from in fact from that shell now, particularly the east, because that Lumley side of course is similar, but the east end that from that place now we go say shell from shell now take go them Porty it begin slow down, but the traffic the tense from Calbaton now take go Waterloo. The traffic tense. So given that kind of deterioration there, given from the time when we be daily, so it makes sense for like the previous administration under President Kouma for advocates say yes, a toll road make a lot more sense. However, it will fine for una bypasser. Let una use alternative route where go maybe can bust somewhere in Waterloo outside the traffic not going to be tense again. Then una can charge any amount. So if you feel say Because remember, not to existing road, where then they not for supposed for affect current traffic. That alternative road. And I agree with the people 100% because now the concept that of a toll road. You need to put a toll on the main road when that road everybody they use. You need to do that. Because when you do that, you bring unnecessary hardship for people them. People them where somebody be talk about Maryland. One side where I can always work and go US, where I can drive. I can always deliberately bypass that place, the New Jersey. I not be not to be safe. Up till now, I not like New Jersey for that. Because they get Boku told them. But guess what? I get alternative route. Where if it take me additional 10 minutes safe, I not go mind. Especially if I'm urgent. I go use the route, then they go through Pennsylvania if I come out like from Canada and for go there, Virginia, and the other place them. So I can take Pennsylvania. So I get alternative. I really get alternative. So now me go choose for go through the toll because I want to go faster. So but what happen there with politicians here? Where una they feel seen as semi-gods. And again, this not what you go call conspiracy theory. I don't get facts, but it make reasonable sense. Waiting for influence former President Kuruma. Now for think about doing it as an alternative road, but he can't do them at the main road. And we know African politicians them. Possibly. And this now waiting I will call educated guess. Possibly. It go then get kickback. It go don't get some money out of this project. So una see we politicians them. So now roadway maybe they drive by free. Where boku of una way be they drive then 10 and day before the toll. Now be free. But now they can put toll right now Hastings. Where you not able to escape them. Because now one way from Hastings now for go Mashaka a one road. So you not got for escape them. So you see how the hardship don't camp at people them. So meaning if they can go like this for go supply people them upline, you feel say the drivers them or the owners them of them then lorry then they look at the difference in terms of the percentage increase. Then lorries then they now then go pay that money they una tell me this now another thing where I want for bring to an attention, not to that type one for show. Now this one for show the percentage increase. And by the way, I do the math for verify, say yes, then do the calculation correct and all correct. The percentage increase. So una look at the increase and una tell me say that keke guy way something not to get the keke. It get for pool master money. It get for remember sadly enough, they still get for the pay them police them. Then traffic police them, they get for put for them. So this na additional cost on all them costs then they. So you tell me say that keke guy, he go decide anytime he go. Because this not to like say now the daily feel from your understanding. Now anytime we use that road day for keke people them, then be used for pay 1 leon. Now 200% increase to 3 leon. So let I play. I don't talk about the minister of information, the way we want spin them, like say, oh, you know what, it is reasonable for let them think so. But would that cause the hardship in the first place? Not to the government, given their reckless policies, the unnecessary spending, we're not for control the exchange rate. And now when I go tell me, say, oh, well, not a government in fault. No, not government in fault. Not government in fault. Not government supposed for put policies there in place. When I go back and check the thing them where they cause depreciation of a currency. and among which are government spending. And of course, another thing before I play the minister a message, another thing we also go hit on this particular depreciation. Look, quite recently, Sierra Leone don't suspend their operations. And let's show now waiting Lamwana write about it. And this self now another reason where the currency they devalue. Because then people are where they get for export, they export in foreign currency. Because now that foreign currency they get for get where they sell the rutile. So guess what? If a company like this they shut off, then they tell we say Salon go get less money now in terms of exchange rate, less avenue for get exchange rate. So it will even make things stronger more and more. So again, I don't want to go through the detail as to the situation, the rutile case and all that stuff then they. But I want for show una Lamrana a write-up. According to Lamrana, it says Sierra Leone has temporarily suspended its operations in Sierra Leone and asked its staff to stay at home apart from a selection of skeletal staff, including security staff, to maintain the company's asset. And that's exactly right. The temporary suspension is to allow the company and the government to reach a mutually agreeable resolution on a fiscal regime, according to a notice from Barry Horner, the company's human resource manager. And this side now alone I pay particular attention. The Minister of Finance, Sheku Fantamadi Bangura, in a letter to the company in January this year, informed them of the government's decision to reverse, when I see that to reverse an agreement that went through Parliament in 2001, which gave the company some tax incentives to be able to continue with their operations. So, una see why I say government policy responsible? So, una ask una self, I know say some people where go put party lens. Then go say, oh, because I read after when I make this, I can normally read comments them after I read the tweet. Some people in the comments, so it's high time and pay their own share of the taxes and stuff like that. But we get in economics what you call the timeliness. A major factor. The time them way unemployment rate so high, the time them way you need more foreign exchange for cushion that import impact, because you import a lot more than what you export. And at that time they you implement this. The time them way things them be good for the economy. Wait, now be the right time that for implement them. You know, do them. Like then time them way, they go back to Kuruma in time. Then time them way Salon be the way the economy of Salon be the highest in terms of growth, growing economy, the whole world. Because in 2000 and I believe 13, 14-ish, but specifically I believe now 2013, the last time I look at the numbers, Salon be they grow over 20%. So then the demand for rutile and plenty mineral resources, because construction they're all over the place. The demand be so high where you, the government, get a stronger bargaining power. If na be then they coma be renegotiate, because 2001 now under Kaba. So if coma be renegotiate and say, well, we don't give una this tax incentive for too long. We feel so una for don't make enough profit now for able withstand additional taxes. Then prices then be they high, demand be they high for rutile and other mineral resources. I don't feel say Rutile for be take this action. But we think can happen now. Now we need them more than how they need the country for my own assessment. I make they do this because then gets the bargaining power. Then believe, say them people, and if they lay them off, then go put pressure on the government for let the government rethink. So because they get the bargaining power, and in addition to that, the profit margin, it don't shrink. That same argument where the minister make for the toll gate people them, that same argument they for bring come to Rutile. Say Rutile, the demand globally don't reduce. The rate at which people then want Rutile for make different things them, where they can make out of Rutile, guess what? The people are not get that kind of demanding. So if you increase the cost, so that means then therefore reduce them profit. And this not a charity organization. Like the other day, Minister Senge, they talk so, oh, they profit pass mark, so therefore pay tax. But they expect, say, them for pay tax, but not for increase them prices. Guess what? Then they work by economics, not a charity. The business system then sets them for maximize profit. So as a result of that, and the government, like I say, the government cash trap. So the money whether they even give them, then get for stop. Not give them that money there. So tell me if not the right time this. So you see where the government gets them priority backwards. So instead of they look other side and say, well, now the government's not able to afford for let presidents be able to continue for travel excessively, and the government not able to afford for pay for their additional ministries here where they open. As a matter of fact, I expect the Minister of Finance for telling so, and the bank governor for telling that. Say, pa, we're not going to sustain the rate at which you they spend for run the government, for run the country. So you get for cutback. But we don't see any major cutback. So instead, now more hardship policies them they implement. Like this, for like you go after Rutile at this time. A wrong move. And look at toll gate. Because of the spending, the exchange rate just they go down. They depreciate. The people and they suffer for that. So like I show now another thing again where they show how reckless the administration they spend salon people their money. How reckless. That's showing another thing. And then una tell me say una for talk. Look at this. I don't say we make headline. According to the president, according to Sierra Leone, and I go show una Lamrana in tweet about that. President Bill hire a law firm, a foreign law firm, for check for immigration status. Like if that ban, that travel ban where America will make. Una remember, they not be publish the list. So ISEF no know who that they name then at the list. So you know I'm feel embarrassed. If they go behind now and pay a law firm for let them check for them. So when I see the reckless spending, so instead of in the interest of the country, of the people of Sierra Leone, it do the right thing, where in fact in the first place result in this ban. No, they do it because they in the interest, selfishly. So not care if we pull the country money for pay foreigners them, for let them go inquire whether or not in them they are the band. Una see? Then una they tell me, una they come na VOS and say, Mr. Kagbo, you don't get anything good for talk about this country, about this government, sorry. Una tell me if President Bill in policies them, they're sufficient for reduce the suffering of the average person. Una tell me that. Una show me them policies then they. Where the policies that we don't embark on. Then policies then go result in prices coming down. The bread and butter issues them, then go be addressed. Una show me them policies, then I go apologize. If them policies then they make sense, I go definitely apologize to Una. But as long as Una just they come blanketly, oh Mr. Kagbo, you know they say good thing about this government and stuff. Una not able to show me any evidence of sober policy where go reduce the suffering of the people them. Una not a true Sierra Leoneans them, as Una they claim. If Una care about the average person where they suffer, while the president they pay extra people them for lack, then go check for them. Una know how much dollar they go don't pay? Where their money then they capable for do else something on them? Look how they fly all over the place. And then they give people them back talk. Oh, they jealous Sam. Oh, they go continue for fly. Even during the campaign. And then people they speak up and try for reflect. But you don't make waiting they reflect, waiting they vote for. Let it be the case. You suppress them. That's something that way any good loving Sierra Leonean go be happy about. About yourself. Una disappoint me. In the name of say, una they care about una party. Una they come na here. Oh, Mr. Kagbo, you don't like the government. You know, but una don't ever tell me, say, Mr. Kagbo, you don't say the truth. All the thing them, where are they showing our data? All the points to hardship that our country dey. And look again this one. How in God's name, the small lightweight Freetonians then they enjoy. Because I know say yes, the people in the province are not able for an officer that they get this. The power ship. And this now 2 days ago, this news. Turkish power ship to shut down operations tonight due to outstanding debt by Sierra Leone government. Outstanding debt. So we get debt for take care of. Una go tell me say light not to essential in other country there. Light not to electricity, not to essential service. But yet we not able for pay power ship. We may not see any business if we then forget power ship. If then from all the government there, but don't tell Una plain. The only leader in a salon, the only person with a lead with a good salon, where from waiting I read, and honestly, me fumble them because I not be born yet. The time where it be where be the rule the country. Now Samuelton my guy. Now you know the only person where they pull from Albert they come down to Madabio. They're all a bunch of selfish presidents. Them where they're not fit for rule that country day, for the betterment of that country day. I don't get no reservation for say that. So my brother be ask me, waiting I want for salon, who's I stand? Now me position this. APC, SLPP all na garbage. Again, una excuse me, because now na right for support them political parties here. But any good loving Sierra Leonean, not for the advocate. Instead of una go after them politicians here, we don't wreck the country, or they come after somebody like me, where are the advocate for that average person. Shame on una. Indeed, shame on una. I'm not getting the issue for let una challenge me. I will defend myself. But I get issue where una very hypocritical. And then una they turn the tie. Oh, Mr. Kagbo, you hypocrite. And una want for make about APC against SLPP. It's really sad. It's so sad. But as long as I live, as long as VOS continue to exist, I'm not going to relent. I will be the same, Mr. Kagbo, APC, SLPP, regardless of who's one of them in power. I will continue to be a watchdog for the public interest, for the average person as alone. Let I play the Minister of Works, and then I go finalize my comments, and then we go shut down. When I listen to the Minister of Works, we, in your opinion, It's so sad though. In your opinion, it don't do very well for the country. It say it don't save Sierra Leoneans their money. Let we listen to them and I will come right back. Me fumble them. Una not going away.
These types of people them. But make I tell you now, the same these types of people them. But make I tell you now, the savings we will make from all of these discussions there. Make you know say this is a government we hold the people at heart and we want good for the people. Make I tell you, for group one, CRSG then propose 6 loans. Can you imagine? They say no, Keke now for being paid from 1 loan direct to 6 loans. Can you imagine? Now the committee say, yes, we get grounds, but they are not so. They ended up at 3 loans. So you see, 3 loans was there as savings. So from 1 loan now, we can go pay, we go announce the new rate, now 3 loans now they go pay. But the 3 toll gates them. We one in Hastings, the other in Songo, and the other in Mashaka. Let's get to number 2, the tax system. The taxes are now paying, as I'm talking here, still paying 2 loans. CRSG proposed 11 loans. Make I tell you now, yeah, if you see them pulling calculations, the way they make as embedded here, Mr. Babe don't see them. Believe me, you don't need for being a student of mathematics to understand that it was really reasonable. Because they were losing per annum almost $6 million. We check all of those things there. So imagine now, they say for the tax system, from 2 to 11. No, the committee said, no, we can't really do this. Please, we'll accept 5 loans. They ended up at 5 loans. So there's a savings of 6 loans. Can you imagine? Group 3, of course, now the SUVs them, then pickups them, then jeeps them, minibus system. Now they are paying 4 loans. CRSG proposed 27 loans. You see? But the committee said, no, we know, of course, you have every reason to do so, but they ended up at 10 loans. See, imagine there's a savings of 17 loans. Now, there's a savings, of course, 17. Now let's continue. Group 4. Now they're small and then light advance them. As I'm talking to you, ladies and gentlemen, they are paying 18 loans. 18 loans now. You know what CRSG propose? They propose 105 loans. All of these rates are in new loans because we need to go forward with the country money. New loans. If you still want to convert that to old loans, that we understand properly, no problem. But men are new loans. Now, they ended up at 40 loans. There is a saving substantially of 65 loans. You see it? Group 5. Well, this group 5 here, and then the discussion was really very interesting because these are the guys, the vehicles, the heavy trailers, them, but they damage the road. I will show you all pictures them. Now, currently, how much are they paying? 183 loans. Imagine, the heavy duty trucks them, the mining trucks them. CRSG proposed 2,103 loans. Can you imagine? The committee said, no, it's very good. They ended up at 700 loans. So there's a savings of 1,403 loans. You see there? This is not to be small negotiations. So finally now, for the fair browser them, now they are paying 100 loans. And what I say fair browser, very interesting. It's only when fair they inside the browser won't understand 9 to pay. But when they are coming from the regions upline, they not get fuel, they pay. So please, I don't understand this. But when you thought fuel from here to go, they are now paying 100 loans. CRSG proposed 578 loans. Now the committee said, no, you have all reason, but they ended up at 250 loans. So there's a savings again of 328 loans. Ladies and gentlemen, my round up now. By March 1, after extensively consulting right across the country, and then March 1 should be the date of implementation. Why? We believe as the government it is.
All right, Fambulem, now that side I able court. I know say it say beaucoup things them as other people that we want for like I talk about then things then the way it say. But I decide for court and because we don't go out of beyond time. Salon. Again, when I see why to some extent I can come across as being disappointed. Really disappointed. So again, some callers that we don't talk about certain things the way he say, way in my opinion, an insult against the people of that country. So you see how it put in your definition of savings. So you look at the proposed amount and then the final amount. So that I call savings. So una tell me in terms of this people, them without sincerity. Now sober government down the way for them a power where they increase something price. They increase in price 200%. And then you they sit on a television or whatever platform. You they tell the people them say indirectly then for tell you thank you because you don't negotiate well on their behalf. Seriously? You see why we need for talk on behalf of the people them? Let them able to understand the actual picture of things. Because with this, arrogantly, you kind of see Panam, like you know the way how it do make the presentation, like you don't do so well. Oh, and then the way we start and self, not that one day sort of oh my God, Fambulem, me hearts they bleed for me country. Where sadly enough, then keep for put the incompetent people here for rule the country. Complete incompetent people there for rule the country. But tell me, look how we begin now. Oh, this country, it gets the people them at heart. Seriously? President Biono ever tell we say, oh, I will cut down me travel. Oh, I will reduce my salary. If I don't even know self, I must say they pay himself. And then you talk about corruption, talk about all length here. Whoever they hear that, whoever they hear say, oh, you know what? For soften the burden on people them, because the money they way for they pay extra extra minister. You get deputy 1, deputy 2, minister 1, minister 2 for some ministries there. For small salon. We don't hear any of that as part of the solution. Then you say the country, I mean the government gets the people them at heart. But yet you say an increase of 200% for a keke driver. That's not something where you say you get people them at heart. 200%. Bunch of, oh my goodness. Fumble them. I don't know. People let's say I get patient. I get patient for ordinary Sierra Leoneans them. Absolutely. I go agree with that. But I don't get patient for the rogue politicians here. The incompetent politicians here. I don't get patient for them. At all, I don't get patient for them. You they sit down at that place there. Instead of you say something where you go say, you know what? No, then people there, we not go allow for let them make this kind of increase at one go. Let it be incremental something. Like you know, margin, like small. Yeah, you they come now, yeah. You say you save the people them because they be intend for do this. For put the price at this, but yet una negotiate and it still result in 200% increase. Then you they say for clap for you indirectly. You kind of they brag your body language or not like so I don't do very well, and then you they ace the book and say anybody you don't need for sabi math for sure say yes 10 people and they lost up to $6 million per year. Who that in fault? Who that in fault? Now the people them? Now the ordinary people them of Salon? Now their fault for let that happen? Well, now incompetent. For run the country, instead of una fend competent people them, una continue for they just give people in position because then they're loyal to una party. And yet, una push the burden on Salon people them. And they arrogantly, they can't make the case now, yeah? What a shame. But it's just unfortunate that then we politicians say, no matter how incompetent them be, they're not going to ever even decide for just step down. If in a place like here, you talk then kind thing and there, all the media they all over for asking for step down because you completely display your incompetence. Completely. Down there they call in a very good negotiation, increase of 200%. Like how we brothers say, where President Bill, because of politics, he decides say, well, the Mama Maya port and whatnot, in the interest of the country and all that, he forget about the ramification. Because that program they don't sign and everything. If Naya, they sue you for damages because the company go don't spend on initial issues them spending like maybe a whole lot of logistics and research and all that. You go pay damages, but you don't care because of politics. So why this one exception? So if you not be care the impact, why if you care? If really you care about the people them, if not to politics no more deeper. So this one now, when I don't mess up the exchange rate with una terrible policies them, and then say, oh well, now because the exchange rate from 7,500 to now 23,000. So the people have for suffer for that, for our incompetence, on a lavish way for run the country. But yet, una no ask una boss. Say no, pa, you get for cut down. You get for shut some ministries off. You get for restructure. You get for group some ministries. So we go get fewer people and for pay. Una no advocate that. Where as a matter of fact, this na essential service. Where that money they una save, una cable subsidize, whatever way. But why una come na office? And this, to me, na better justification than even that mama, because that mama, that average person not get for a ride plane. And boku of the things them, the essential things them, not through the seaport, not through airport. So that mama, if na una be allowed, una cancel this one or una renegotiate this one very hard and give the people an ultimatum saying na bad deal. Una suppose forget alternative route. This not an alternative route. So as a result, it contradict conventional assessment. Una get more case canceling all the rubbish toll road here. Una go to court and stuff. Let people them, let the salon people them. Yeah, you say una go to court because una fight for them. If una lost the case safe, guess what? Una can able use that for una campaign. So una fight for the salon people them. But look what una do. Una cancel mama, una go make arrangement with another airport for another airport, and now una they put untold suffering. The people them when na average salon people them, una not even able for pay them benefit as a result of una decision. So una tell me how una be government for the people? How? This they allow appeal to me, brothers and sisters, them both APC and SLPP supporters. Una tell me, una convince somebody like Abdul Karim Kagbo, say APC or SLPP, then two party, then good for the country, then good for the average person. Una convince me, because so far, from all waiting I don't read and all waiting I they see, then two party are not good for that country. And then they manifest so. Under APC, terrible decision under Kuruma. Now under BO, even though worsen the situation with the incompetent way of dealing with the economy, where people then talk, una give them back talk. But yet, una need to suffer because una still get una salaries them. The small change, small taxes they wanna they get money from. No, una not feel deprived. Una not deprive una self. Una they pay una self. I know you say any minister don't go 1 or 2 months without salary. I know you that. Una they pay una ministers them. Una all they pay una self. Una continue for they do rubbish things them. Spend the monies and fitty fatter. But yet the average person they suffer. So APC and SLPB una tell me back. If not to the same coin, like the two sides of the same coin. Una really prove otherwise. If I'm with them, again, I want to tell una boku thank you, but this program what I do today, when I go see the passion in me, it's painful. It's really, really painful. And very shortly, they don't put taxes on less. Who they affect? The average person. We not even get job. The one that we get job for pay themselves na wala. The money where they work, not to better money. But yet, then continue for the lavish lifestyle. Continue for go all over the place on the backs of people. Waiting presidents bill need for pay foreign law firm for advocate for go investigate whether or not in name then at the ban list, whether or not immigration status not this. I mean when you want go na UN on official duty, you dey go there. So why you need for bother? Why you need for waste the country money? That mean your personal business. My family, I want to tell you boku thank you, but again, I want to take this opportunity. And particularly when you look at the tier, when you look at this price, the people they will continue for suffer. I don't see any. That means the other brothers say they continue for worsening situation, but it's the fact. I don't think I go sit down here. The people where I love, the country where I love, Sierra Leoneans them. I lie at them, say things then they better, but yet I lie at them, say things they hard. Hey, boy, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that consciously. No. But you know, ever tell me una way they talk that. Una not tell me say things then better. Instead, una they say, oh, not to this, some of una they say, oh, not to this government no more. Things that be don't hard before. Now excuse that. Now excuse that. So if things then worsen, what did that tell you? It tell you say the people are not able to fix them. They're not able to fix the problem. So they're not competent enough for fix the problem. And waiting at the best solution. Now for the other people a chance. But yet they don't want to do that. They will say salon for real salon, now them birthright. So that they fear for subject with people to abject poverty. And yet you don't want to give them chance for make another choice. Then they fear. I want to tell you about Kutenki, but this is painful, really painful. This program, Mr. Film as Sierra Leonean, I really feel them for like we they see, they know they suffer, they not reduce their own side, their salary, their spending, they not reduce nothing of that. But yet, then they increase taxes on people, on the average person. Look, man. Like I say, this gets similar impact as when you increase tax. Similar impact. And this enable escape more as long as you they use their road, then you don't even need for be employed. Even students themselves get for impact on get for face this. As long as you use that road, you get for pay this additional cost. Let God direct the rogue politicians here for let them think about salon force. Let us not swear them. Let we pray, let God direct them on the right path. And una, we, again, I know I'm for be rude, but I go use the word sycophants. Una way they sing praises on them politicians here, even where the country they go down the drain from 1961 when we gain independence. Other countries then they move rapidly. African countries then for that matter. But we where we see from point A to point B negligibly. Just get there, move, then we kind of exaggerate them. Where some things then they wait for the happen in a salon, it will be like a given. And not something we for celebrate again. Like light. Light will never celebrate light again. Ebo, from the 21st century, me fumble them. Freetown, the city. Even though Freetown not a salon, but let me start first from the city. The city. Now the blackout that they continue to talk about so. Ship where they give light. And una where they talk about Koma world best. Where he left power. Not a matter of 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. Then the ship say it go. Ebo. And then people then una call her world best. And then Madabio come back. They go and parade. Say then give him award as best leader. My goodness, seriously? Seriously, Sierra Leoneans? My oh my. Anyway, I want to tell una boku thank you. Let God bless una with una family. Let God bless the VOS family. And let we continue. Forget the strength, the energy, and the passion. For let we continue for talk about things them and push Mama Salon go before. And let God bless una the viewers them as well, because without una for read una comment them and the one that we call for let we exchange ideas, VOS no go deal side day. Above all, as I can always say, the one and only county where we don't get two salon, and one salon we get. Even though some of we don't be citizens now other country, but guess what? It not be the same. Even the way people and say and get parable, where they say no place like home. Salon are we home. Salon they are born. Me never. Them bear and they me don't know. So salon, I go always love salon. I go always put salon interest above even my own interest. That's not promise. If I do anything in the future, when I call me to that, I know say this recording go they tell by God's grace I die and tell even me picking and grand picking them. If they want go into politics, una go play them video for them and say una grandpa. And this way be the talk. If they want to do something, we go be considered selfish and not consider the people their interest. When I play them video for them, anybody who attached with me, who attached to me lineage. That's how much I love my country. That I the pledge myself, I the pledge me great grandpicking them. So when I hold them accountable, use them video here. Una we go still alive. Show them. So una grandpa no be there so, or una great grandpa no be there so. He be advocate for the people of Sierra Leone. So I love my country. I love the people of Sierra Leone. Elatapia, let God bless the one and only country where me and you to cherish and call Mama Salon. Until then, me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say una tata. Let God bless una and let God bless una family.